Alrighty. Looks like we are live. Should be good to go here in just a moment. Gonna check the usual technical bits and then we will get going. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Hey, you. Hey guys, Ripper the Rage here. Hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome back to the Steam Next Fest. We're back. We're doing it. I'm tired. I went to bed late last night and God damn it. My nails haven't come back in yet. Can't get a decent grip. Went to bed late last night, then got woken up this morning by the maintenance guys because the maintenance guy came by to fix the AC, which they already fixed. So somebody had forgot to take it off their little request sheet online. So I guess whatever this guy came in, because it's like a rotating staff of guys that bounce around between whatever areas. Which I find to be really stupid. As the guy that actually did come out to fix it the other day, he was telling me that our apartment was supposed to have one of their guys as like a live-in maintenance guy. They were supposed to have a unit in here where the maintenance guy would be living here and he would be like, you know, getting, I think it was like half off the rent or whatever, which is cool, which I think that's like every apartment place ever should have that, just in case you need, like, that way they can get to doing maintenance stuff really quickly and don't have to worry about the commute and stuff, you know? But anyway, point being, yeah, it's like we're special. We're like the only one out of this whole company that owns these different properties that doesn't have a guy like that. I'm like, oh, of course, wonderful. I could be that guy. I'm already here. It's like, just make me that guy. You know, I'll do all this stuff around here, so I could, you know, there you go. Anywho, we're back. We're doing it. Found a couple more games, so we should be good through Sunday. Yep. First up today, we've got Factomancer. It is a factory magic type of game, type of thing, you know? But the usual conveyor belts. The factory must grow. That type of shit. Also got me either strawberry watermelon, because I'm tired. Unfortunately, when I had gone to the store, there were only 2 of them. Like, I swear somebody picked through the other cases and took, like, there's only, like, 2 in a case, I guess. And so there were, like, 3 cases on the shelf. And it was, like, half Rocket Pop flavored, half mango flavored. And then somebody, I guess this is the most popular flavor, because there was only 2 of them left out of all of it. And I'm kind of mad about it. But yeah. Nope. Is it crashing? Are we good? What's happening? Confusion. Alright, let me make sure to mute this just in case it pops up with some splash screen of because sometimes these things do that. They like to go crazy sometimes. I'm gonna go ahead and just change the quality to low. Just to make sure we've got good frame rate. Maybe. We'll see. Sometimes they're still not optimized, even when you go low with it. Which makes me question why low is even an option. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm not... It's not inspiring confidence when I go to open that, and that doesn't open correctly. Nice. Really. So like 20-ish. That'll do. Video control. Yep. All the usual stuff. So yeah, as you can see, cute game. The dithering here looks kind of messed up at low settings, but I don't have a way to set that, so maybe we'll just go medium. seems to be about the same, maybe a little clearer. I don't know. I'm trying to see what exactly is the difference there. Also, the music, Jesus Christ. Okay, we just went from medieval shit to, like, whimsical to hardcore with the drums. What was that? Okay, let's see. We're gonna turn this down to about like 15, 20, maybe. 15, maybe. Something like that. I wasn't expecting the music to jump up like that. Alright. Thank you to this. We're still working on it, optimize, polish, ship, all that. Cool. So yeah, the factory must grow in medieval fantasy world. Okay, I need to turn up the sound effects. Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay, the order has assigned me to you, but I must first test your skill. So it's like a little robot dude. My name is Profit. Okay, yeah. Sure. We're gonna make a factory mission. Yep. Okay, what's the basics? Moving around. Yep, cool. Drag the right. Move the camera. Got it. Here's your objective for today. To complete it, you will need to sell ingredients to the city. Okay, so that's the objective. Over here is our days. We must do it before the end of the day. Working hours are limited per day. Green zone. The orders keep an eye on you. Okay, this portal generates raw material, in this case, silica. Use the belts to transport silica to the city. Okay. Okay, you kind of like move it around. Yeah, that's cool. It's like a little wooden conveyor. It's like wood conveyor, but stone siding. Good. Selling ingredients will progress objective at this rate. We'll be here all day. Use machines to transform ingredients and increase selling price. You can purchase them directly in the shop with tokens. Okay. Press this. Drop. Here you find. Okay, so you can refund it. Place it on the production line. Oh, you just snap it on? That's cool. You can rotate it. There you go. Silica dust. The daily objective is met. Okay, so it's processing it into the dust right now. I think I'm going to turn the audio down a smidge. The machine was a little loud. Don't hesitate to fast forward time. Okay. Okay, normally you can choose the rest of the day to set up your factory. For this aptitude test, let's move on the next day. Okay. So you can skip like the whole day super mega fast. Or you can let it play out, and while it's playing out, you can set up more stuff for the next thing to try to fix what you're doing. Very cool. Very cool. City rewards. Your sales boost local prosperity. As a sign of gratitude, the town rewards you with a reward each time you reach a new level. Okay. Yay. Day 2. Got a new thing. Alright, try not to clutter the walkway. Anyway, we got a portal. He wants me to put it here, I guess. Okay. Consult the grimoire to discover what can be made. Alright. This is where your magic recipes are passed between generations. Use filters. Rune. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. That's exactly what we need, but you probably knew that, right? We need an enchanter. Okay. Pin the rune with a right click. So we know what we're making. No enchanter in the shop. How convenient. Try refreshing. Interesting. Buy the enchanter. Start producing the rune. If your memory fails, you remember the pinned recipe. Great. Enchanter. Onto there. And then we get our... there we go. Of course, another Factomancer tool, the Inspector. Open it to inspect the enchanter. Okay, so it tells you what's going on there. Gotcha. So you can see how it's doing. Got all the little numbers and things. Complete objective, finish the day. Nice. Alright. Very, very whimsical. Very fantasy. Kind of fun. So I guess this is broken up in hours. Right. Daily interest, interest of time, on time, interest on fortune, right? Interesting. So you get like bonuses if you do it faster or more efficiently. Cuts off a refresh automatically every morning. Lightning spell, okay. Use that to clear brush. Ah, cool. Okay, buy a plot of land. And now we can get another thing. And a Tesla arc. The fuck does a Tesla arc do? Tesla arc, or like place it if you need more information, consult the inspector. Okay. Plus 15% efficiency for transformation machines. What's a transformation machine? I guess you are a transformation machine? Yeah, you're transformation. You're also transformation. So basically I'd want to put this somewhere around here. Got it. Okay, what are we looking at now? About runes and recipes. Oh, now we got a scepter. Okay. Yeah, just pin that. Cool. I want to build more stuff. Okay. I'll be back once you craft the runic scepter. Okay. Uh-oh. Is there no pause on this? Oh, that's how pause up here. Weird. Okay, what are we doing for the runic scepter? We need... stone thing. Oh, shit. Took it away. Okay. You guys get the idea. Factory game. Medieval. A little bit of a whimsical fantasy for you. Cool. It's a neat one. I can see myself spend some time on that. I do hope there's a way to, like, pause it so you're not constantly on edge of the timer running down, because I get that's part of it, but there should at least be, like, an easy mode choice of, hey, if you just don't want to play with that, but you just want to build, like, medieval fantasy, factory thing, there you go. Cool. Looks very fun. From Voltage Games. What does Voltage make? Anything else? Or nope, this is their first outing. Cool. Alright, one down. Gotta play a little catch up here because I started the stream so late, but that's fine. Next up, this is an interesting one. I ran across this one today when I was looking for demos. Farming incremental but with guns. Very similar to a concept that I had that I thought I would call lead farmer. And I'm still tossing around in my brain as to what it could be, but it's just a concept in my head of like, what if you did one of those like, farming factory type games? You try to automate farming using different types of guns, but like you're using the guns to like plant seeds and harvest and stuff, sort of a like a Rube Goldberg machine. Like you set up all the guns in a certain way, and this gun fires and makes that gun fire and makes the other one, it does all things, and all kinds of different stuff. That, or you're literally just like farming to make more guns, and so it's not technically a farm; it's more of a factory. But I digress. Anyway, farming incremental but with guns. You have a carbine, and you go around shooting giant food. So, yeah, should be fun. We shall see. Ugh, tired. Let's see here. Let's see. Settings. Here we go. Desync on. Field views. Activity. Yep. Volume. Here we go. Move that back. I'll just leave it at 10%. It'd be a little quiet, but yeah. Tomato. Anywho. Let's see. Yeah, start game, I guess. Oh, we're just dropped right in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not carbine. It's an M1 Garand. Does that mean we're going to have the ping noise? Oh, Jesus. A little bit much on the sensitivity. Maybe 8. Maybe that'll do. I think, yeah, I think the FOB's fine. Okay, what's the idea? Whoa. Okay. Respawn crops cost 1. Okay, shoot task. Shoot down an unusually large mushroom, grab a coin, upgrade a station, regrow your crops, grow a plant big enough to block the sun. I'm sorry? A plant big enough to block the sun. Sure. So you shoot it? Okay, so I shoot it, and then what? Oh, it's going in here. The big collector box. Gotcha. Okay, now we got coin. Oh, there's no reload. It just looks like an... Oh, thank God there is. Oh, he's got 30 rounds. I don't know how you put 30 rounds in an M1 Garand, but okay. Nice. Satisfying. Right, well, welcome in. Good to see you. You almost made me spill my shit. I'm a little out of it right now. Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, my favorite farming tool, the M1 Garand. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. I don't think there's any gun in history that has the aura of the M1 Garand. Like, the AK-47, the M1 Garand, and the P90, I think are humanity's 3 most iconic weapons they've ever made. They look and hit like a truck. Like, they're designed with utter precision, and they're just beautifully made weapons, all of them. Every bit of them. You know, it just works. Okay, so we got that. We need to upgrade a station. So if we use the coin, that'll regrow the mushroom we shot, I guess? There we go. Upgrade station tier 1, tier 2. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, okay. They kind of pulse and scale up when you can get these upgrades. Nice touch. Okay, more crop. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. And then... Okay. So then we replant. I thought it cost 1. Why is it saying cost 0? Now it costs 6? Oh, it's how many... Okay, so depending on how many you have planted, it'll cost you. But if you don't have anything, it doesn't cost you. So the game wants to incentivize you into doing a full harvest instead of just trying to get one last bit. Like, oh no, I need one more, mushroom bit, one more point off this. Also, what the fuck? These are now falling all over the place. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Are they gonna disappear? He's aiming a little low there. I do like the little explosive dirt poof. That's really nice. It's just a quick little array of, ice. What do they call that? When it's kind of a sphere, but it's like mostly polygons. But it's not really it might be a dodecahedron. I don't know. An isohedron, I think. Wait, did I just walk over that? Oh, they don't disappear. I'm picking them up. Okay, I guess they're like going in my inventory. Gotcha. Okay. Chance to spawn bigger level crop. Explosive enchant increases the chance for one of your crops to be explosive. Okay. Projectile distance. Extra projectiles for a bigger area. What? I'm sorry. Wide-angled bullets that cover more area. Increase fire rate. Also, I really like that when I look at these things, they don't just keep pulsing. They actually stop while I'm looking at them. So it's not annoying to look at. Increase the fire rate. Reduce the reload time. Extra projectile sounds funny. How does that work? I guess it's just increasing damage? Extra projectiles for a bigger area. Or maybe I have to actually shoot something with it. Oh! Oh, there we go. Oh, maybe it's like a chance type of thing. Like, it only goes off every now and again. I don't know. Maybe. But now we can kind of farm multiple things around at the same time. Theoretically, anyway. The ping is, like... Yeah, it's a ping, but it's not as satisfying as I would hope. Another coin. Okay. What do we got? Chance to spawn a bigger crop. Okay. What you got? Fire rate. Fire rate would be a good idea. If we keep bumping fire rate... Oh, look at how much faster that is. Just one level up. It's so much faster. We just made a full auto Garand. Fucking what? That's crazy. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep bumping fire rate. How much for the next fire rate? 200? Ugh, that'll be like way too many harvests. I guess we'll just pump them a little at a time until we start running out of stuff. Oh, here we go. I'm assuming the bigger ones are probably gonna be worth more. Coins! Coins. Ah, that was a good idea to get the bigger ones, yep. Now we can get way more coins out of it. Yeah, make the big ones. And then... yeah, we'll hold our coins. You can see how fast we can ramp up getting a bunch of coins. The audio balance is going to need a little work. Just because it's all sort of tied to 3 tracks right now, and that's not good. Damn, we're getting a lot of money real quick. I'm not even going to look at other upgrades. I'm just going for fire rate and making the mushrooms bigger. So our last task here right now is to grow a plant big enough to block the sun. I feel like this is probably not indicative of the full game. This is probably a lot of, like, amped up stats. Like, the starting gun is probably several levels higher than it's going to be when you actually start the game, you know? Damage. Doubling damage would be good. Yeah, but I'm trying to save for the speed. Yeah, Rival says at Aperture Farming, we hire the whole bullet. That's 65% more bullet per bullet. I'm Cave Johnson. Nice. Oh, man. I miss Portal. I kind of wish there was a new Portal-esque game that we could go through. I should play like the Stanley Parable sometime. I haven't actually played that one. Like Stanley Parable, and there's like another one that's kind of like Stanley Parable that people are into, but I never played it. I don't know. I mean, it's all, that's half my coins right now. Yeah, but double the damage means we get through the mushrooms faster. Oh, okay, that maxed out anyway. Alright, yeah, we'll do that. See how that goes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. So it kind of tries to put the coins over here. The coins don't even have anything on them. That's really disappointing. I wish it would have, like, some kind of symbol. Maybe, depending on the type of crop that you plant, you could have, like, mushrooms and carrots and other stuff, and each coin that you get would be, like, different types of coins. So maybe they're specific coins versus generic coins. That'd be kind of cool in the future. Reload time. Nope, just keep going. Wow, I spent that 25 coins, and I got it back, like, immediately, and then some. Got, like, 30 off the last harvest. Yeah, we're up to 30 now. Let's go explosive. We'll just, you know what? I was going to try to focus on it, but these are so cheap, I might as well buy them. So now everything's at the same level. So now we're just waiting on 200. That's our next. Ooh, is that a special one? Oh. Oh, is that the explosive one? It tells you which one's explosive, so if you, like, shoot that one, it blows up all the other ones. Cool. Very cool. More crops, yes. That'll get us more money. Oh, that's the explosive one. Okay, so it does. The mushroom doesn't blow up. It's like a power up in like COD Zombies where you get the thing when you get the like you shoot the mushroom, you get the power up. So it makes your bullets explosive. That's cool. Did it actually say that, or did I read it wrong? Increase the chance for one of your crops to spawn with the explosive enchant. Yeah, so it doesn't tell you what an explosive enchant means. Alright, so about 2 more harvests and we should be able to up the fire rate again. I'm getting way into this. This is the type of stupid little incremental idle game that I can see myself getting into. Because it's a fun little time waster. I do think the ping noise on the ground needs to be more satisfying. I think you might want to work on that. Out of all the stuff in this game, the biggest thing I'd like to see changed is that grand ping. It needs more reverb. It needs to be louder. Just ping! Like it just it needs to be a nice little noise, you know. Because if you're gonna use a Garand ping, it's got to be iconic. You know, you can't just put in. It's like if you put in a game like a Tommy gun, you know, but you just put in the regular M1A1 Thompson and not the Tommy gun with the, you know, drum magazine Chicago typewriter style. Like that's, you gotta do that for the meme. You know, you gotta do it. Okay, there we go. Now we can get fire rate up. There we go. Better fire rate. So, the fire rate now is at max level. It's 4.71 bullets per second. Not bad. It's only slightly faster. Like, the first time I did it, it basically doubled it. But here, it feels about 30% faster, I'd say, than the last incarnation. I figure we'll try and finish up the demo, because this is exponentially going a little faster every time, so we can do this. We have about 40 demos to get through for the rest of Next Fest, as it currently stands, and then, yeah. As long as the next streams are, like, 15 and 15, it'll be fine if we do about 10 of these tonight. Which would be fine. I'm a little tired. Just gonna watch chill. And as long as I can avoid yapping, as I usually do, if I can avoid that, then I can actually make some progress. Bigger crop chance. Chance to get carrots. Oh, I guess carrots probably are worth more. Critical distance. Reload. Extra projectiles? Maybe. I don't know. I wish you would go with. We'll just keep increasing that, and then trying to get more cards. Oh, yeah, because the bigger they get, then that's like more coins that we're gonna get. I really like seeing the pile of coins, because at first it gave me like 1 or 2, and now it's gonna be a massive pile of coins. Oh, that's cool. So I was wondering if it was gonna do a massive stack of coins. It seems that once they get bigger, it gets a certain point. Instead of giving a massive pile of coins, you're combining some of the coins into a bigger value, so it becomes a silver coin instead of a bronze coin. Cool. A little disappointing, though, because I did like in Cash Cleaner Simulator. I didn't play it on channel, but when I played that game, I liked the idea that I could keep throwing money in a big pile, and the pile would just keep getting bigger, slowly. And I don't think there was a limit. Technically, if you keep adding to it, it'll slowly but surely keep getting bigger and bigger until it's one massive money pile. Oh man, my explosives thing isn't triggering. Well, it's only at like 25% right now. I can't... I don't know if it has a 25% chance to spawn one, or if it's like a chance that 25% of the crap... No, because that's way more than 25%. So I think once it spawn, it literally means like just 25% of the thing, right? Yeah, the chance for one of your crops to spawn with the explosive enchant. So basically, it looks at all the crops and it rolls the explosive enchant. And so either it will or it won't happen, and it will happen to one of your crops. So I guess technically every crop rolls the dice on that, and you have a 1 out of 4 chance of that particular one having it. Don't ask me the statistics of if it increases or decreases based on how many crops you have total, because I wouldn't know. I'm not a statistics guy. I don't know the formula for that off the top of my head. Ah, there it is. Yes. I'm not stupid. I know how this works. I definitely should get range on this thing. I think that's sort of a limiting factor right now. I think I messed up, because I was trying to go for fire rate, thinking that'd be the idea, but I think range would be a really good idea as well. Because if you get range, then you don't have to, like, walk all the way up on them. Let's get explosive chance, and then maybe we'll get range on the next upgrade. Ah, there we go. See, now we can get more consistent with the explosives, which lets us harvest the whole crop in about 2 seconds. Nice. Okay. And then we get range. Ah, I didn't get lucky on that one. Unfortunate. That's okay. We got some good range now. We got the multi-split. That's really good. I like whenever a game gives me multi-shot on a weapon that doesn't multi-shot. There's this game coming out that has a lot of modifiers for guns, which looks kind of interesting. From my understanding, it's some sort of roguelike, or roguelite, or whatever the fuck. Whatever term. Anyway. But the thing is, you have the guns, but the guns are chopped up into, like, this is the barrel, this is the grip, this is the stock, and they're all interchangeable with each other, and they have sort of a visual logic to it, no matter what modifier you put on it, which I like. I like that level of detail, so I'm interested in that game whenever it comes out. Okay. We're at 134, what is this? Oh, interesting. Okay, so you max them at the current tier, and then we do this, upgrade station tier. So you can upgrade the station to get to the next tier. That seems to be the idea. Okay. That's that. What's this? What station? There's no station here. I like when you don't have enough money, it just violently shakes. Tells you no. Nice. I'm just going to go ahead and redo the crop, and we'll pick them up later. Because there's no point in jumping into the bin to get all the stuff when we can just pile it up and then get it later and see what upgrade we can get. Because it ain't hard to do that. Plus, it's fun to see the pile grow. I guess technically once you get to a point where money isn't a super big issue, you could afford to, like, reroll your crop every time to see if you can get the explosives and other types of enchantments to spawn, which will make it easier. Like, maybe there'll be an enchantment later that's like, oh, double your money, and you can kind of gamble to see if you re-roll it, you might end up getting more money out of that crop than usual, because it's got, like, the double coins enchantment, or whatever you would call it. I don't know what the name of that might be. Oh my god, it's stacking up so much cash. I love it. See, that's that type of shit I love. I love whenever there's, like, visual stuff in a game. You can just see it. You know, it's just there. Okay, I think we should pick up some of these now. Just for the fun of it. Nice. Nice. I wonder if there'll be an automated way to pick these up. Like, if there's an upgrade later you can get in the full game that turns this into an auto box, that where it, like, packs it up and you just pick it up passively instead of actively. Okay, what's... yes, more crops. Good. Okay, more crops. Bullet split or reload? Go bullet split. Oh yeah, more crops. So now, per harvest, what can we get? You can kind of guess what your harvest's going to be, and you can do the math and say, oh, okay, I know I get approximately this much from one harvest, so if you do that, then you'll say, okay, this gets from one harvest, I need to make, say, 1,000 coins. If I make 100 per harvest, I know not to waste my time picking up coins until I finish the 10th harvest. You know, because that's basically what you're going to get. So I was at 94. We're now at 369. Nice. Let's see. 369, 94. That'd be what? 6? Okay, so that'd be... My brain is off right now. Let's see, 94 would be plus 6, plus 200, so plus 206. So plus 206 plus 69. So 206 plus 4, so 210. No, what the fuck am I doing? It's like, we're getting like over 200 per fire. Okay. Okay. Ooh, explosive. Ooh, that's another explosive one. Yeah, baby. I love the chain reaction. where you don't necessarily have to hit all of them, you just hit like one of them. So let's see. Try and get all these together so it'll tell me before it calculates it. 235? Yeah, it's somewhere in that neighborhood. That's kind of right. Okay, 404. Let's go carrots chance. I really want to see how massive this thing can get, because we still have that one task, and it's annoying that I have that one task. Okay, the reload actually helped a lot. I should have gotten that reload thing a lot sooner. But tomato, tomato. Ooh, yeah, carrots are worth gold coins. Nice. Oh, yeah, I should have gotten carrots a while ago, because one carrot seems to be worth basically a whole crop of mushrooms. Neat. Okay, max, 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 max. And max, 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 max. So we just need to wait until we can get 1,000. I know I'm spending a lot more time on this than I usually do with these demos, but like I said, this one's kind of fun. I want to sink my teeth into it. See just how crazy this gets. Alright, let's see what all we can get off of one. Like 400 or so? Something like that? 440. Good deal. Alright, so do we upgrade this one? Or this one? Or this one's sitting out in the middle of nowhere. I'm really curious what this is going to do. Oh, it gets a whole new stand. Quest cooldowns, quest options, quest base gold, and high rarity quests. Oh, okay. Huh. Side quest. Find and open 3 hidden chests. Reward 2,000 gold. Oh, hell yeah. They have like little mini games. Ah, okay. So you have like stuff to do. You can go explore the world. Do I have to walk into it, or do I have to actually touch? Okay, I have to hit E on it. Nope, it's over there. I see it. Come to Papa. Ah, so this is where sort of that automation comes in of, instead of just getting the crops and trying to get that to go, you have little side quests you can do. And they make you significantly more money. Reduce quest cooldown. 5 respawns, 4 respawns? Okay. Ah, you have to do the... So you can't do those continuously. You have to balance between the crops and that. Cool. So it's like a little side mission mini-game. That's fun. Nice gold and all that. I would do that, but I want to see what happens when I upgrade these too. Yeah. Let's see, upgrade that. Cool. What we got now? Now there's Midas Touch. Increase the chance of one of your crops to spawn the Midas Touch achievement. Or enchantment, which sounds like it's going to help a lot. So that's explosives. What's on this side now? Now we have pumpkins. Okay. And this one. Damage, projectiles, increased fire rate. Okay, we got a lot more options back here now. Maximum ammo, projectile distance. Projectiles, more projectiles, more damage. Increased projectile speed. Auto collect. Ah, here we go. Auto collect coins with value of greater than a certain amount. Okay, good. There is a choice for that. Cool. Coin pickup radius increase. Nice. Okay. I think we'll leave it there. But I think because that's what I wanted to see was mainly what with the upgrade boards. What would that do for me? And it did do that interesting little side mini game thing. Fun. It's a fun little incremental game. Yeah, there's all kinds. You can see there's like beets and corn and all kinds of different crops. There's so many coins that just start flying all over the place. Awesome. Yep, it's very much just a number go up kind of game. Oh, that's cool. You can get like different enchantments. Nice. Very nice. So, Clementine Wolf Games. This is their first outing. Cool. It does feel like somebody's first game when they sit down and they really practice and say, all right, I want to build a game in like Unity or whatever. And, it's just a basic concept executed really well. And I think the art style is nice. I like the mismatch of guns being involved in a clearly like kind of fantasy simplistic setting. There's nothing else in this world that indicates firearms in any way, but Like, it could have been a musket, it could have been a cannon, it could have been anything. It could have been a bow and arrow, it could have been an axe, just to fit in with the fantasy. But it's funny because you just basically have this guy with a gun, you know? And I have to wonder if there's going to be more guns in it. Is it just going to be like the M1 Grand is a placeholder right now? And when you buy the upgrades, actually change the way the gun looks in the full game? Or is it just going to be the M1 Grand the whole time? I don't know. Yeah, that's going. Farming incremental, but with guns. Neat, neat, neat. All right. Okay, what's up next? We got Fluxworks, another factory game. Yeah, we do that. Yeah. Also, I finally saw the personalized thing today when I was checking demos. I noticed that the demos were a little more on point, which is good. So usually when I go through Next Fest's like random categorization of the search, it tends to spit out just whatever because it's random. It's just whatever. So I'll have to skip over. Let's say there's like 10 games. Out of every like 10 games, there might actually be just one that interests me from looking at it, because some of them will be like visual novels and, you know, or other kind of smaller, weirder indie games or whatever, or like, you know, jump scare horror games or something like that. Things I'm not actually interested in. And it seems like it actually reads what you're interested in with the Next Fest and what you have in your library and what you've done. It's like, okay, you might really like these ones. It directs you towards a smattering of genres and things that you might actually like, which is cool. I like that. I like that Steam tries to innovate the Next Fest every now and again to, you know, help out the players. Okay, so let's try this. Take it all down, take it all down. Machines. Good selection of audio here, which is pretty nice. Unfortunately, it does not seem to test it in the main menu here. We'll have to try and see later. There's like no sound in the main menu itself. UI scale. Ooh. Okay. Let's not do that. Let's just put that back to 1, shall we? Let's leave it alone. Drag, build, delay, auto chaining. Keep placing connected belt and pipe sections after each one, holding Alt while placing to the opposite for a single action. Okay. Cursor size. I guess can't change that. Yep, cool. All right, looks fine. Oh, excuse me. My brains are dusty. Okay, so displays, graphics. Yeah, definitely want to check off some of this just because it's a voxel-based game with physics as well, so you gotta watch out on some of that. Okay, let's go ahead and turn that down. Details, environmental visuals. There's a heat haze apparently, and that's kind of cool. Night darkness, dark, weather fog, fall performance straight away. Let's turn everything off. It's fine. Sync interval, VSync. Yep. Okay. Looks good. Let's try this out. I'm gonna go ahead and just flip around the world a little. Not that it really matters, but I just like to use world seed sometimes. Go with that one. We'll run the tutorial real quick and get an idea what it's all about. Okay, Fluxworks, move with WASD, use space to ascend and descend, X to make few of the nanobots to provide light during nights. Continue to go. Okay. The wiki button in the top bar opens the in-game reference for buildings, recipes, and game mechanics. Good place to look for things, how to play. Alright. Clicking the lock button in the top bar to unlock all panels, they can be dragged in any position. Oh, cool. So you can actually rearrange the UI if you don't like the way it's set up. Nice. Press 1 to toggle mind mode. Press continuously to... Okay, hold on. So... Oh, okay, so I guess this is me, this little drone here. This is me. Why does it look like, what's his face from Halo? The little drone guy. The Guilty Spark, I think is what it... I think, yeah, I think there was only like one little drone guy who was the Guilty Spark or whatever. It's like, you know, just generic flying smooth drone. Or like Wheatley from Portal, you know, Wheatley could count as well. So this is interesting. This looks like a topographical map, maybe? Or, yeah, and I got coordinates here so I know what area I'm in. I'm just enjoying flying around. Also, the audio is very low. Probably gonna get a little too loud now that I cranked it all the way back up, but yeah. So you can see it's a little pretty detailed. Like we got temperature, we've got weather patterns, there's light. So I got a light, so if I go into, say, a cave or something, you know, or if it's like too dark at night. Interesting, okay. So then we want to construct with, or we want to mine with 1, okay. There we go. Got a dirt. Fantastic, got me a dirt, okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn the master volume down just a little bit. Oh, this is cool, so you can kind of cue it. Now, I am interested, if it is a voxel world, what happens if I cut off a block that's hanging over an area? Let's say we take these ones out. We take these ones out just to try and see what happens when I disconnect it. I want to make sure there's nothing nearby. Get rid of that glass. What happens to this one? Okay, so there's like Minecraft rules. It seems to float. At least the ground does. I don't know about liquids. I think liquids are a thing in here as well. Okay, I need to collect 20 stone. That's the current goal. Okay. So there's some stone there. Okay, nanobots fly out and do mining. So I have these little, you can see the little blue guys around me. Those are my nanobots, apparently. Okay, so I'm assuming that's stone, but how do I get down to that level? Oh, okay, we can turn to see what's underneath me. And I'm assuming... Yep, C. Okay. This is interesting. It's like playing Minecraft in, like, admin mode. Like we're just flying over everything. The fuck is that? Oh god, it's getting windy out. You go underground. Okay. Start digging out what's down here. Damn, it is windy out there. Oh, there's coal. It looks exactly like Minecraft coal. I mean, it's voxel shit, so, like, there's only so many ways you can make a voxel cube look like a resource. I don't know why I'm turning this into a home. It's a fucking factory game, but still. I do like this concept of a non-humanoid character doing all this. I wonder how low I can go. Oh, we already finished collecting the stone, okay. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to blow that up. Find a mine in iron ore, coal, iron, smelting ingots. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. So we'll leave that over there on the side. And then we can't seem to resize the window, unfortunately, but that's okay. I'm just kind of interested now in how low I can get this to go. Oh, does the coal... Oh, okay, I thought the coal would just stay there forever, but no, it just takes a while. What the hell was that? What is that indicating? Is that saying the storm is lifting? Like the wind is... Like it's a weather update? Okay. Or maybe because I picked up the coal, it was like significant. Oh god, the light. The light is too much. Turn the light off. Okay, there we go. Up. I don't have enough light. I can't win here, man. Let's see, Captain. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go outside. I can't see. Oh, it's raining. Oh, neat. I wonder if the rain will, like, form puddles and it'll drip down there. I did see something about liquid in the trailer. There's, like, liquid physics and flow and stuff. Okay, I need to find iron ore. Well, I ain't gonna find it on the surface, that's for sure. It seems the nanites work together, and they all kind of coalesce to whichever is the most active of my assigned tasks. So they'll go like in order, and then when they all jump on it, it just gets disintegrated instantly. This is oddly satisfying, though. I don't know if there's a better way to be doing this or not. Okay, there's a wood chop mode, so you can get wood. Okay, water. There's a water mode. Maybe I need to get water or something. Yeah, drain. Drain fluid voxels into inventory. Oh, wait. Can I pick up water if I find it? Whoa. Okay, deep chasm. Want to go in there. That's cool. Okay. What if I go deep enough will I stop hearing the wind? If I'm like way down here away from the surface. It does seem to change a bit. Ah, this looks like iron. Wait. The bomb? Demolish. Replace. Remove place structure. Okay. Fill. Place selected voxel type. Okay. Replace. You can replace voxel types. Oh, cool. There's like an alternate taskbar as well. You have like a double taskbar. That's cool. There's a mod I use when I play Conan Exiles that has a similar thing where you can have two hotbars that you can switch between. So it makes it easier to do inventory management. Okay, the wind was just getting a little loud. Wait, what? Okay. How come I can't get the ore down here? What is this? Is it ore? Is it... I don't know. This is very in-depth. It's a little more complex than punch a tree and build a castle type shit from Minecraft. There's a few more buttons to consider and, you know, things, but I'm just having fun flying around as a little guy. I really don't care. I don't care about progressing. I'm just having fun flying through here now. Oops, sneaky. I'm so little. I love it. I love how agile it is. Because usually in Minecraft you gotta like build ladders and, you know, get a bucket and all that crap. In here it's just like, nope, you're a sci-fi drone. You get to fly around as much as you want. Oh, that's cool. There's actually reaction in the tree voxels for the wind. Nice. I want to see the fluid thing. Let's see. Well, if I'm thinking logically, then water tends to form at the base of a mountain. So, like, if it's anywhere, it's going to be down here. Aha! We have found a river. I just want to see how that works. Like, can I just pick up the water and move it to another area? Can I do that? Oh, I can go in the water. Well, that's nifty. Okay. Ooh, palm trees. Look at that. There's like a whole palm tree. If I cut that down, do I get coconuts? Or do I just get wood? No, you get more wood than the other tree. Okay, so how do I do water? Drain fluid. Left click to mark multiple areas. Right click to cancel. B cancel existing marks. What? Weird. Okay, so maybe you can't drain a river. Well, there's gravel in here. Yeah, it's definitely raining. Okay. Oh, that's the save game noise. That's what that noise is. Okay. Yeah, there's like a whole wiki and everything. As you can see, there's various systems. I don't have the time to play with everything, but yeah, very cool. Very interesting. Fluxworks. It's sort of Factorio meets Minecraft. It's got this voxel design, but you got all these really intricate kind of machines you can set up. Interesting. Yeah, there's like cooling, so there's temperatures and stuff. There's liquids and air, weather, day-night cycles. Really interesting. Okay, I'll throw that on the wish list. Did you do anything else, or nope? This is our first game. Cool. Very cool. So yeah, total voxel freedom. Every block in the world is modifiable. Strip mine entire mountains with excavators, carve massive underground bunkers, or build sprawling platforms over or under oceans. Okay. Deep automation and logistics. Design intricate assembly lines using high-speed belts, right? The usual stuff. Keep track of everything. Production statistics are tracked on building level over time. Oh, wow. That's detailed. Yeah, see, here's like the dynamic fluid. Harness the flow of water, oil, lava, and variety of other industrial fluids. Use them for power generation, cooling. Beware of building too close to active volcanoes, as a sudden lava eruption can quickly consume your factory. Interesting. So there's like environmental hazards to it. It's almost as intense. It seems like this is in the similar vein as something like Vintage Story, but it's more in the like factory design and management aspect than the raw survival aspect. But it's sort of trying to be a little less intense version of that. Of like, hey, here's a voxel world, build whatever you want, but you gotta like earn every minute of it, you know. Whereas, yeah, in Vintage Story, kind of similar thing, but it's like you have to get really nitty gritty with it. Nanobot swarm technologies, you can build all your stuff and mine with it. Yeah, procedural generation, richer in the vast. Okay, right. Gold, uranium, perhaps. So this does tell you you could like do a tracker with your scanner on the side to see what deposits are actually around you, which probably I should have looked into because I would have been able to find the iron that way in the little tutorial that we were doing. But that's okay. This is interesting. What is it? What is that? What's going on there? Text tree, progress in multiple areas, the computing layer, optimized factory with high performance computing, overclocked factory for extra efficiency, but the heat management of your computer cluster is a challenge. And large scale, Fluxworks is designed to handle immense complexity. Watch thousands of items flow through your factory simultaneously. Your production grows from a single drill to a global network. I could see making a big giant mega factory in this, and it'd be really cool to just put stuff together. I have to wonder if you're going to be able to build your own machines or like design them in a voxel space, because that's kind of a thing in Vintage Story, right? Is if you want your house to look a certain way, then it's so detailed with the voxels that you can build, like, let's say a door, and you can shape the door to make it more curved because the voxels are really tiny. Here, I don't think so. I think it's more just on the factory side of things, but it would be cool if you were being given sort of the parts for the factory and not so much the factory itself. I don't know how that works. I don't know if you just build the machine when you have the blueprint for it, or if you have to design the machine brick by brick. And, you know, basically, this is where the output would go. This is where the input would go. This is the size of the machine. This is, you know, if we loop the water through this back part, I can make the machine smaller, but still have the water cooling. I don't know. I don't know exactly how intense that's going to be, but it doesn't seem early on in development, so that might be planned for the future. Of like right now, it just gives you basic machines, but in the future, you might be able to build your own stuff. Because that's one thing I really liked about Hydroneer was getting to sort of make my own contraptions of like this belt goes to that thing, filters through these multiple machines. But I think so far I've only seen Vintage Story be like the only thing that adopts that idea of you're in a voxel world, and so you can shape things the way you want, and you can get really nitty and down deep into the voxels and just make stuff work for you. So here's the developer playing with some of the lava and stuff. That's interesting. So the lava's pouring down. It's creating a new like obsidian, you know, I guess area because it's flowing into the river and it's cooling the river. Wouldn't that be like igneous rock? I think that's basically what Japan is, right? Is that it's a bunch of islands that sprung up from volcanoes, and that's why it kind of gets hot and has earthquakes and stuff because they're still technically sitting on top of those volcanoes. Fascinating. So here he's got some sort of a laser drill set up that's mining it out for him, which is interesting. Cool. Cool. Fluxworks. Look forward to that one. Might have to pull a little stream like I did with Astroneer on that one and just see what we can build. See all the cool stuff. Oh, Frostpunk's getting some kind of update. What are they doing? Today we are back on the topic. Okay. Frostpunk 1886 procedurally generated content. What? Details creating that feeling that everybody is personal. Okay, meaning it is a technique to generate any content by given rules. Oh, I see. So the buildings can change shape. Like, it's not just like this is what the mess hall or it looks like. It's little items. Like it uses item arrays to kind of randomize it and make it unique every time. Cool. So what's the point? So I have to wonder if like maybe if you have a higher production of something, you'll have more barrels and they'll have to be spread out or something. They're showing it with just the barrels here, which I guess is the easiest way to show it off, but it's pretty cool. I have to wonder if that'll expand to like different colored windows and things. Like they seem to be experimenting with the idea of procedural design, which that's the kind of procedural stuff I like. Like procedural generation, procedural design, fascinating. Because like you can say something's procedurally generated, and all that means is you're on a big open world of nothing with a bunch of resource chunks that all mathematically are loaded in a certain way. Like this is a certain like in Minecraft, it's like this is found at a certain level, and this is found in this certain biome. But it's technically procedurally generated, so it's a different world every time, but it's still just the world as you find it. Whereas here, the world itself isn't changing. It's just it makes it more feel more alive, maybe based on what's happening here. It just kind of randomizes the way your particular town's going to look, so that it doesn't look exactly like everyone else's setup. Even if you place the buildings in exactly the same place, it might have different trimmings and stuff, which is cool. Which is cool. Anywho, moving on. We are on a roll with the sort of building and resource harvesting games. So we have a game about chopping trees. Looks interesting. So it's similar to game about digging a hole, that kind of thing. This one you're just chopping trees down and, selling them or turning them into wood planks or something. I don't know. That's all I really saw in the trailer was like guy chop down trees, put them on a minecart, and that's all I needed to see. I'm like, yep, let's try that. Why not? It'd be fun. Oh, head. I think I have a headache from being tired today. It's not like bad. It's just like when your neck gets a little stiff and it gets that kind of in the back of your brain. It's like yeah. I'm sure I can sleep it off. It'll be fine. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Hmm. Is it gonna load or are we doing like shaders? Yeah, it's compiling shaders. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move that so we can actually see the thing spinning. Make sure it doesn't freeze, and then I'm sitting here like an idiot. Then again, some games they'll have the little spinny thing, and the spinning thing will get stuck, and it won't actually be loading anything, but it'll look like it is. Like I think Skyrim had that issue where you would just be infinitely stuck in the loading screen, and so it would look like it's loading, but it's not. Even though you can like see the little tips and tricks, and it would be like you could play with the little 3D models, which I thought that was interesting. I think more games could get away with loading screens if they just had like mini games built into them in between sections. Like gamers wouldn't mind because they wouldn't really realize they're in a mini game if they're just playing a little, or like if they're not in a loading screen, if they're playing a little mini game, they'll just kind of feel that as like a thing. Like for instance, in something like Cyberpunk, instead of just having a loading screen, if I'm trying to go from one side to the other, or having it be open world where it has to render everything in real time super quick, you could do something like, oh, if you take a taxi or if you take the train, or like whenever you fast travel, it could be immersive in that your guy gets in there and then maybe he pulls out his phone and you can go on his phone while you're waiting for the thing to load, and then you know like it gets there, and right before it's done loading, it's like the driver gives you some sort of signal like, hey buddy, we're getting close, to get you off your phone. It's like, oh, okay. And you can like put the phone away and go back out of the loading screen. That could be fun. I don't know. I think there's a lot more mechanics in games that aren't getting explored, mainly because of time constraints, in that the game needs to be finished. And it's really ironic considering the indie devs are the ones innovating the most because they're the ones who aren't afraid to try stuff, whereas the AAAs who have the money to spend to actually experiment and try things are the ones who innovate the least. Which is just like, what the fuck? Like, when you have the money, you have lots of time to try new systems and break things and, try to add to the collective story of humanity, and yet you just don't do that. Like, they just don't do that. And like, you would think, okay, that's fine because they're pushing stuff out the door super quick, and they're just kind of copying the same thing, getting you the same thing that you already like. You would hope, but these games still take like 4 or 5 years when you have giant budgets and stuff, or they get stuck up for 8 years, or they just get stuck in development hell, and then they just end up never getting released, and the idea could just dies completely. Like it's not even allowed to continue, which is so lame. Like the idea that something like Concord, right, couldn't even be reworked if somebody wanted to. Like all of that art, all of that time, all of that dedication, meaningless, useless, gone forever. It's just pointless now. It would be the equivalent of, let's say, uh, a painter gets commissioned. Let's say you go back and you want to preserve, like, I don't know. We'll go with Rembrandt. Let's say Rembrandt's a decent one, and you want to preserve Rembrandt's paintings for the future, but you don't have the money to do that. And so the person who owns the Rembrandt painting just says, "Oh yeah, well I paid the artist to make this painting for me, and I don't want the painting anymore." And then somebody and then you just come to them and say, "Oh hey, you don't want that painting, right? Can I have it? Can I play with it? Can it be mine now?" And then they say, "No, and also go fuck yourself, and now I'm gonna light it on fire." And so that all that's left of it is a memory or an imitation of it, or a remake of it. And it's just, it's almost, when you think about game preservation and the whole stop killing games thing, it's almost kind of like AAA studios are constantly engaging in like digital iconoclasm, where they'll let a game just die and not be playable or usable at all when it's not even required to do that. Like a prime example is something like Paragon, where Paragon died. Paragon, Epic Games stopped developing it. They stopped funding the studio behind it. It was gone completely. And they just said, look, guys, we're not going to continue with this project, but we're going to use our distribution network to of like the Epic Games library and stuff, and the Unity, or not Unity, the Unreal Engine asset library. We're gonna take all the stuff our guys have been working on with Paragon, the maps, the whole, basically the whole fucking game got put in there in asset form of like, here's the characters, they're rigged, they have voice lines, they do this, they do that, and here it is, you know? Like this is all of our collective work we've been doing, and we're gonna put it over there for free so that people can use it off the asset store and just use it in Unreal projects if they want to. Or, you know, you could even just take the file, get like the FBX of a character and put it in a different game. I've seen that happen. I've seen that in multiple games where Paragon characters or assets will end up in other things slightly tweaked, and I'll notice it and be like, "Hey, look, cool." And that's, you know, that's really cool because the game got to live on in that way. And by not gatekeeping it and saying, no, if you try to do anything with Paragon, we'll destroy you. Instead, Epic was like, look, guys, if you guys want to make it, go ahead. You know, you guys go ahead, and then whatever. And so you ended up with the, I believe there was a Chinese team or a Korean team. They're basically an Eastern and a Western version we made. And I think the Eastern team has stopped development at this point. They kind of, I think their thing flopped and kind of died, their version. And then there's the new one. What is it called? What is it called? My brain is stopping. What is it called? The old one was Paragon, and the new thing is like the Asian one was Paragon the Overprime, and then Predecessor is the new one. Predecessor is the Western one, where it's essentially just Paragon reborn completely, and just from the ashes that has risen. Which is, again, very fascinating, and they're just to be very smart about it. I haven't checked in on the progress of it myself personally in a while. Last time I checked in on it, it wasn't in. I don't know if it was in a super great state or not, but yeah, it could be good. Ooh, do not want motion blur. No, thank you. Bloom's fine, I guess. Why can't I have VSync on? What? Why no VSync? This feature only works in window. Wait, what? If oh no, it's only working full screen. Okay, because I was in windowed full screen. I was confused. There we go. Okay, that ought to be good. Yeah, I've been sitting here in quiet. By the way, I'm sorry. I just realized my ramble there had like no backing track to it whatsoever. Okay, there we go. Ooh, excuse me. I think we'll go 10% and 10%. Ooh, very calming music. I like that. Alright, background audio, game audio on off, and leave it. That's fine, just leave it that way. Gameplay, field view, damage numbers. Why would I want the damage numbers? That just... Okay. Axe, choose which inventory slot this should occupy. Auto keeps the default order. Oh, cool. So you can actually change slot 1, 2, 3. You don't have to manually change up. That's nice. Because other games always have to end up putting, like, the pickaxe, then the axe, then the torch, and so on. You know? Just the way I like it. Okay. Video's fine. Yep. Alright. Cool. So let's see. I put everything to low. We're going to see if I can get a decent frame rate out of this or not. I don't know. Don't know. A lot of trees. A lot of trees to chop down. We'll see. A lot of leaves on them trees, too. But it's doing shader compilations, so maybe it'll be it'll optimized. We'll see. Ooh. Okay. Okay, it's a little chunky, but it's not actually... I don't think it's actually affecting OBS. We'll turn the bloom off. That might help. And apply that one. Yep. Cool. And where's the sensitivity? Nope. Here we go. Take down about 80% on that. I do. Okay, it's a little jumpy. A little jumpy. And I am losing some frames, unfortunately, but I want to at least see kind of the idea. So collect chop tree, collect logs, sell at sawmill. Gotcha. Okay, so we'll just test the idea here, just so you guys can see what we're up to. Timber! It crashes. Turns into trees. Oh, we can carry 2 whole trees. Damn, my dude is strong. Alright. The music's pretty nice. Okay. Oh, this is my bed. Okay, no, don't put the logs in the bed. We want to take the logs to the sawmill. Over here. Okay, you put the log on. Saws. Comes out the other end. Split. Oh, that's just the debris left over. And then, I guess when it splits, it gives me money. I didn't see my wallet up. My wallet's on the top right. It's like a little cash icon. Oh, cool. It tells you how much each one's worth. So this is closer to something like Hydroneer, for instance, where you just run around and try to automate as much as possible and get things going. Uh-oh, I'm running out of energy. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Lost a log. Very cool. No fishing, no chopping. I guess that's into town. Don't want to go that way. Okay, what's with this whimsical-ass cottage and my cute axe? And then there's just a fucking Toyota Tacoma. It's just straight up fucking classic-ass truck just sitting here. Actually really nicely detailed in there. Everything seems to be in the right place with the AC and the radio buttons and all that. Nice. So I have $20, and this seems to be birch and seems to be small, so I'll probably get 10 apiece. Let's see. Yep, okay. So it just kind of saws it and gives it to you. Alright, what does this do? Oh, okay, you can load logs up on that. Gotcha. What do we have? Yeah. Ah, this is where you boost your shit, just like in Game About Digging a Hole. Whatever, the same developer or different developer. So you can refill your stamina, same thing. You can sleep in the bed to get more stamina, that kind of thing. Camera? I take pictures. Okay, you want to take a picture where you zoom in. Let's take a picture of my beautiful truck. let's do this. That's awesome. That's so cool. I love any game that incorporates a photo mode as a physical thing. So, like, if I want to take a screenshot, I can just do that. Oh, that's cool. You can even have a zoom, too. So if I want to get back here, maybe take a nice picture of the farm. Oh, okay. Trying to find a good spot for it. Kind of like binoculars, too. You can kind of seek, like, what's over there I want to see. Let me see. Oh, there's a messed up bridge that way. Maybe we'll have to repair that with logs. I don't know. I want to take a picture of the pinwheel. Oh, it's so zoomed in, though. The FOV's crazy. Go to the top of the hill here. Maybe we can get some good pictures. There's mushrooms. Hello, butterfly. Or if I can sit down here. Oh, doesn't seem like it. Okay. That's a good one. I just want to see him take the picture out. You know, it's like a Polaroid. Nice. Ah, running into stuff. Free log. You didn't have to chop that one. Coffee. You can buy coffee at special points. Use coffee to replenish stamina. Oh. Damn, $20 for some coffee. Expensive. Makes me think of Wild Wild West, not the show, the movie. They should bring the show back. I think that would kill in this day and age. If you had a Wild Wild West TV show, that would go kind of hard. Just imagine it. All the sci-fi elements to it. But no, in the movie, there's Loveless, the villain. He's talking to the representatives from various countries. He's like, you know, talking to some of the renegade Native Americans who want their land back, and then there's Spain and Mexico and Britain, and he was talking about 1776 was, you know, or whatever year it was that they did the Boston Tea Party. I think it was like, did he say 75 or 76? I don't know. And 76 was the Declaration of Independence. I think 1775 is technically when the Boston Tea Party happened. And, you know, most expensive cup of tea in history, you know? And then he's talking to each of them in turn, reminding them how much they should be hating on America right now. Because in that parlance, it's like 1867 or something. It's like... actually, no, Grant was... Yeah, no, it would have been... Yeah, it should be like 1867 or something. Because that was Grant, who was president at the time. Yeah. It's actually kind of alternate history, because the Secret Service was created after the death of Lincoln. So when Lincoln was assassinated, they then said, I'm not filling out your survey because you didn't ask me to. You just threw me to your page immediately after. Not cool. But no, good game. Good game. But yeah, in real life, Lincoln's assassination, because up to that point, I don't think there had been a U.S. president who had been assassinated. Let's look that up, just for funsies. U.S. presidential... I don't want to even look that up. U.S. politicians have been assassinated. I'm curious. Yeah, list of assassinated American politicians. Yeah, so like literally it basically starts with Lincoln. Because the idea of assassinating a political figure in America, that had been like... That had been a very poor concept in the history of the world to begin with. Like the idea of, I don't like the guy that's in charge, I'm going to go kill him now. Like that wasn't really a big thing until Lincoln. And Lincoln sort of showed that, oh, these guys are human. You can just go shoot them in the head if you feel like it, which is really fucked up. But essentially this is, at least for the federal offices, it starts with Lincoln. And after Lincoln, they basically said, okay, we can't just have, you know, Union soldiers or beat cops or whatever, wherever the president is, being his personal security. We can't just have some guy guarding the president. We have to have guys whose one job is to guard the president, and they have to be the best dudes ever. Like that's their thing. I mean, even something like members of the Congress, there were like it didn't start until 1842 that somebody got assassinated. Then you had, let's see, anybody else outside of the Congress? Federal judges didn't start getting assassinated until 1979. Governors weren't assassinated until the 1840s. It wasn't until the French Revolution of the 1800s, where with like Napoleonic Wars and stuff, that it got all, well, it wouldn't be the Napoleonic Wars, but it's basically when the working man had enough of the aristocracy, and they just kind of planted the idea in other people's heads of, hey, if you don't like your leader, you can just kill him. And it's like, oh wait, we could do that. Now that's not discounting, deaths that were made to look like accidents as part of political assassinations. I mean, there's no end to that in the history of humanity, I'm sure. But yeah, kind of interesting. The Tsar is an interesting case as well. So the Russian Tsar, who his death leads to the basically the downfall of Russia and the creation of the Soviet Union, because it sets off a chain reaction of people were already pissed off at the Tsar. The Tsar was beating up on the people. The Tsar gets assassinated, and that causes the next Tsar coming in to be even more of a dick and try to hold on to control. And he was experienced. He was like the nephew or whatever. So, and yeah, it's a whole thing. But no, the first like Tsar to get assassinated in Russia, got his carriage bombed. Right, so like they straight up blew up his carriage when he was traveling through, downtown Moscow or whatever, and he was just it blew up, right? And he was like, and it was like one of those open top carriages. Somebody like just straight up took one of the little grape shot bombs and lit it and threw it straight at him and blew it up. He like didn't have a scratch on him basically. Like he luckily it just blew up the side of it and he kind of fell out. He gets up and he dusts himself off and he's like, oh thank God I'm alive. And another guy from the revolution, right? One of the other revolutionary assassins that wanted to kill the Tsar was there. Basically, the first guy got shot, and then another guy stepped out from the crowd and said, "Do not. It is too early to thank God." And he just threw another bomb straight into his face and killed him. And it's the funniest thing. Imagine that's your last words: "Is thank God I'm alive," and then you immediately get killed by a second bomber. Like, that's crazy work. Mm. Oh, my head. I don't know if I may have dehydrated there or what. It just one of those weird headaches. I think it's just because like I said, I went to bed late last night and then I got interrupted. I don't even know what time it was that the guy came by the house. I don't know if it was like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, something. And then I went back to bed, but then I woke up. Then I like woke up at like 2 o'clock. I was like, oh my God. It's one of those things where it's like I technically didn't oversleep, but I had my REM sleep interrupted like right in the middle, so I didn't get good sleep. Anywho, game about chopping a tree. I do wonder, is that the same guy that did digging a hole, or let's see. So this is the publisher, and let's see. Yeah, so Space Raccoon Game Studio. No, not the same guy, just inspired by a game about digging a hole. So we're going to see a lot of these coming up. It's same thing with like Lethal Company, right? Lethal Company popped off and showed everybody the friend-like or the friends genre of games or whatever. Like that's where that comes from. I'm hesitant to use the term friend slop, but I don't know. It's a weird. We need a better term for that genre, I think. A lethal like, a company like, something like that. But for instance, when you start getting all those games that were like Vampire Survivors, people were referring to them as Survivors likes, and then somebody came up with the idea for the term bullet heaven, right? So as opposed to a bullet hell. So in a bullet hell, you have to dodge a bunch of stuff, whereas in bullet heaven, you are the thing that's sending out all the bullets. So it's very satisfying because you're killing a whole bunch of shit all at once. So interesting. I think the friend games are going to need a better descriptor. So speaking of friend games, look like they actually made one. It's called the Mosquito Gang. Co-op PvE or fight in chaotic asymmetric PvP. So you just straight up your mosquitoes messing with like PvE, or if you do PvP, I guess one of your guys plays the guy. And this is actually similar to there was a game like Keep the Baby Alive where like the goal was your friends would be like one guy would be the dad and then like the other one would be like, I think it was up to 4 or 5 players, and the babies would be running around the house trying to like drink drain cleaner and eat batteries and stuff like that. It's really messed up but really funny. And so I guess this one you're like a mosquito, which is kind of a neat concept. I wonder if this one has a I guess party game. I mean, funny is also the tag used for it. Like Repo, for instance. This one is like they don't technically have the term friend involved with it, but it derogatorily is called friend slop. Some people have been like kind of pushing back and calling it a friend like, or something like that. This annoys the fuck out of me. This one, um, just because it's not a bad looking game. It looks like a neat game, but it's one of those artificially propped up streamer type games because the only way I learned this game existed was YouTube Shorts recommending to me this crap, and I don't watch anything that has to do with Lethal Company or Repo or Prop Hunt or any of that. Like I don't, and so it just you can just tell when something's artificial. My post recently that I put in the post because I don't use the post channel that often, but I just felt like I needed to say some shit about it because it was on YouTube, right? So it's relevant. The the thing that's been killing me lately is this World Cup crap and how all these tourists are coming in and then they're like, oh, there's all these videos of people talking about how the tourists love the food and stuff, and I'm happy for them. I'm glad that American cuisine is being appreciated. Like, oh, you guys have really good hamburgers, and the Americanized Chinese food is interesting, and apparently the like the Boston, the Germans went there and they drank it dry. Like they've tapped out all the kegs in Boston, which is crazy. But it just pisses me off because it's like clearly, because in a day the algorithm was like, you're now going to look at this. And I'm like, no, and I kept hitting don't recommend on them because I wasn't interested in that. And half of the ones I saw, the guy was saying like, yeah, this is, and I keep telling people that America's great or greatest country or whatever, and I'm like, is the American government now doing propaganda for the World Cup? Like, is that a thing? Like, I don't doubt that the tourists are enjoying themselves, but that's just a fucking guy on vacation. Like, of course you're gonna. It's sort of the same thing that applies to these games of, oh, well, this game's great and we're having a lot of fun with my friends. It's like, yeah, that's how socialization works. Having fun with your friends is not necessarily the metric of a game. Now, in the game space that is like the friend sphere of games, right? Repo, Lethal Company, whatever, where the main attraction is dicking around with your friends, party game type of thing, right? That's the idea. But in other games, so other multiplayer games and stuff, where people try to positively review it and say like, oh, it's fun with your friends. It's like, okay, but if you don't play with your friends, what's the experience like? Like, can you make friends in a multiplayer setting of whatever game? Can you, however you do it? I don't know. I don't know. But this one feels very artificial to me just because, like, the game just came out June 9th, okay, which would explain why I've been getting all these goddamn videos about it. And I don't know if somebody's getting paid or if it's just really viral and people love it because it's got millions of copies. And I'm happy for people. I'm really happy that people are doing that. I just don't like that when I kept seeing it over and over again. It's just like, if it's an ad, just say it's an ad. Because you're like legally required to, if it is an ad, or it just, they felt so sanitary. It didn't feel like just random clips of, haha, I'm playing this game with my friends. It felt like they were trying to promote the game itself with that particular energy. And it's just like, what the fuck am I looking at? I don't know. But I am interested in like the way they're described because like Repo, you get like co-op, online co-op. There's like Peak, obviously, so Peak is like a big one as well. And there's not really a term that has emerged yet to do that. Like, like I said, friends. Is it a friend slop? Is it a friend like? Is it a party game? Is it? It's not really a party game because that's a whole genre in of itself. That's a specific tag, but there's going to emerge a name for this in the same way that any game that has like unlock is a side-scrolling, unlockable platformer type of thing. We now call that a Metroidvania because it's like Metroid or Castlevania, and we call it a Metroidvania, right? It's duh. Let's see. So yeah, game about chopping trees. I did get that on the wish list. Yeah, I want to make sure I keep track of that. That looks like a fun one. That looks like a fun little chill adventure. Could be nice. Moving on, Nightwater. This one has an interesting art style. Seems to be a sort of automation game in a way. So you're kind of starting with nothing, going through the different stages of humanity. type of thing. You know, you up your technology game, which is fascinating. Also, my encoder's overloading, always a good sign. Love it, love that for me. Okay. Let's see. Immediately need to check the video settings. Yeah, everything's on super high mega mode, which I don't know why that's even a thing in games like this. Like it's a highly stylized cell shaded game. I don't get why that would be a thing. You know, why is that a thing with the frame rate and all that? I don't get it. Me don't know. Me don't know. Me don't like it. Fix game. Okay. Think that ought to do. Outlines enabled. Oh, you can like turn outlines of things off, I guess. Kind of interesting. Okay, so night water. Let's see about this one, y'all. That is a broken floating lighthouse. Okay then, we're doing that. Awake to the sound of my voice, okay? Night water. A decision you made. Okay, so this is kind of a story-driven thing, maybe. Okay. A shore you shaped, a prison you chose. Ooh, something. Rules you wrote, boundaries you drew. Reach the lighthouse to find closure. Reach the lighthouse to have your questions answered. Reach the lighthouse to get a happy ending. Sucky, sucky, $5. No, just reach the lighthouse so we can part ways again. Okay, cool. Yeah, but as you can see, really strong art style. That I think might, like, it's not bad when I'm looking around, but I feel like when I take a step, I'm gonna start dropping some frames. No? Maybe? It's just, okay. Kind of floaty on the controls, I think. Why is the aliasing so fucking high? I turned that down low. Turn it down low, you piece of shit. Yeah. This is mouse sensitivity, invert mouse, close-up distortions. Okay, so the camera kind of sways when you move it around. It's got this kind of overshoot and hang to it, a little animated. Yeah, I am not getting the steadiest frames, but I am interested in what we're doing. Collect wood, place a workbench. Okay. I mainly just chose this one to show off the art style, because it does look really cool. Also, this is very Breath of the Wild coded. You can tell somebody played Breath of the Wild and liked the idea of you emerging from a tomb. This is exactly what happened in Breath of the Wild. Okay. Oh, what's this? Like land? Oh, we can go like different areas. I guess maybe it's a. Maybe it's a teleporter of some sort. Okay. Sweet. Yay, open. So this is kind of giving me vibes of Outpath, which I did play after we did the demo. I did pick up the game and then I ended up playing it, and that was a hell of an experience. Let me tell you, that game. I didn't get into really the automation stuff till later in the game, and when I did, it was like I should have gone harder on it, but I did a lot of stuff manually, and then I didn't get like every achievement and everything done, but you know, that's interesting. Okay, so we need to place a workbench. Ooh, what's happening over here? Whee, we sprint. Okay. Boon of strength. Melody missing. What the fuck? Okay. Weird. So B to build, and then we build a workbench. Build. And then rotate. Okay, with right and then left shift to build multiple. Okay. I guess we'll just put it here? I don't know. Probably not the best spot to put it, but okay, we need to craft some planks. Need 4 wooden planks at a research table. Alright. We do that. I think it said 6 for a plank, so maybe we'll get like 30 of these. How are we doing? 20? Yeah, I want to get like 30, just to make sure we have enough. Ugh, I gotta fold my laundry after stream. I was gonna do it before stream, but I got behind. I was talking to my buddy, and we were jawing about this in the third, you know. I was trying to start streaming at like 9 o'clock at the latest, but Eh. Where you at? 45, that'll do. Alright, workbench. Let's see here. Can I change how many I need to make, or... No, we just craft them one at a time. Oh, okay, it kind of auto-crafts it until you are done doing it. Neat. And it tells you how many's in your inventory. Cool. Then we build the research. Field. Alright. Field. Nice. Now we can research stuff. Research wooden gears and whatever. We gotta bring a log. Place a wood harvester. What the fuck is a wood harvester? Okay, I need 2 planks for that. Good thing I got some extra planks. Pin. Oh, sick! You can pin the recipes, so you know what you're working with. Nice. Okay. Then we want to build the wood harvester. Automatically harvest trees with a small radius, slow speed. Harvested items count towards nothing. Yeah, so this is very, very much like Outpath, actually. I want to try and put this in a decent area where they're going to respawn a lot with trees. Oh, give me 4. Give me 4. Nice. What? Maybe I can't place this. Oh, I got the planks. I need the wood. What the fuck am I thinking? I'm an idiot. Okay. Whatever. I was gonna put it in like the perfect spot, but fine. Fuck you, dang game. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just leave them right here. Because we always got to come back here for more wood anyway, so we'll just leave it right here next to the workshop. I should have moved this. I don't like the way it's facing. I wish it faced the other way. Interesting. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so it's like slowly gathering wood over time between actions, 11.7 seconds. Resources around 2, radius 480. So does it destroy these completely, or... Yeah, I don't know if it's going to chop the trees down or if it's just going to pull from them. We'll have to see. I know, I think that's maybe the idea, is that it doesn't destroy them. Like, in Outpath, you had the thing that would destroy them and they would respawn and it would destroy them again. Like, that kind of thing. But here, maybe it just slowly grabs from them and it keeps them from being destroyed so you don't have to wait for them to respawn. Interesting. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of unlocks, a lot of machinery and stuff you can do. Fascinating. Okay, so like I said, mainly to show off the art style. You guys, we've seen Outpath before. We get kind of the concept. You go around, you click on things to harvest it, you automate the process, you get some more stuff unlocked. Yeah, you just automate it all the way. Very cool. Ooh, there's like voxel digging though. That's kind of cool. You like dig down to make mines and things. Kind of neat. They're like different biomes you can go to. Interesting. Very interesting. Nightwater, let's see, publisher announcement. What's this? So need to share, Nightwater is part of the next fest, running now through 22nd if you haven't tried the demo. Top of that, Nightwater is now being published by Irox Games, an independent studio based in Munich, Germany. More support behind the game, better shot at reaching players who love automation. Neat. So yeah, it's Studio Ashti, so they're the developers. They're like their first game. Then Irox Games, they did a Bongo Cat game. Okay. Tap Tap Loot, Economics, and yeah. So it seems like this particular publisher deals a lot with like incremental games or very, very simple kind of games or interactive. Yeah, so it's automation, resource management, idle games. Neat. So Nightwater, that's a fun one. Moving on. All right, let's chill it out. I mean, we've been kind of chill this whole time, but let's get real chill with Organize My Shop. Oh, dang. Oh, God. Tired, man. Tired. I think think my head just strained. My neck is kind of taut today. Hang on. Oh. Oh, that's a little better. My neck to finally crack. Whew. All right. Let's see. New game. Okay. I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know why I did that. I knew that was gonna happen. Yes, start new game. Can I have some audio controls or something, please? No? Maybe? Settings, here we go. Alright. There you go. Okay, we're gonna knock that down to about a half so we can play with this. We'll knock it down to like 20. 20 is not good enough. We'll go like 10. Not bad. Okay. So controls are left click, QE, AD, scroll wheel, right click and move. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So we're sorting things. We're looking for what's on the shelf here and putting it here. Or on the conveyor and then putting it on the shelf. Now, do I have to drag it or can I just click it? Good question. Well, you can drag this. No, you actually have to drag it physically yourself. No cheaping out. Okay, we need a bottle of something, some powder. Out there. No. Very, very relaxed game. Very chill. I like chill games sometimes. New jar. It's almost like a hidden objects game in a way, because you're looking for what matches the pattern. Let's see. Bottle? No. Now we're just looking for flour. Oh, it sucks. It kind of gambles it until you can find it. There we go. Yeah, we did it. Okay. Oh, we have different shelves. That would probably help when we're organizing things. Yeah, just look for different shelves while we do this. Gotcha. Okay. Well, we got bread. That'd go on the bread shelf somewhere. Bread. Sugar. We already got sugar figured out. Yeah, we got this whole thing. So for the condiments and all that, stick to the bread. Wait. No, that goes there. That's like a grainy one. Okay, food we got. Got more bread. Meat. Bacon. That turkey? Yeah, it looks like a turkey. Let's see here. Oh, what's this one? It's like chicken breast. Meatball. Chicken wing. Try and take this like one rack at a time. And some chicken. Okay, that one's done. So now we stick to just the bread. Yep, it doesn't pull anymore. It's like it goes from one side to the other side. But there is a way to go left to right. It's not like an infinite spawner of some sort. Bread. Nope. Okay, this one's done. Where'd that one bread go? Where's that bread? There it is. That one. Loaf. Grain loaf. Are we done, or are we like... Oh, we're stacking them. Oh, we have to put like all of the stuff. What am I fucking thinking? I didn't know. I didn't know how it worked. I was like, how many things are we supposed to put on here? I don't know. Okay, so you gotta put multiple things on the shelf. Gotcha. Okay. So that would be the idea. Right. Okay. And you flick between the pages until you can empty everything out. Aha! Aha! I see now. I understand. Okay. Sugar. Breads. Bread. Oil. So, looks like we need to get 120 of these done. I think that'll be good enough to sort of see what the idea... I mean, we already get the idea. I don't think we need to play any more of this, but I do kind of want to get it done, just to get it done. Because the concept here is kind of interesting to me. Just chill and move things around. Bread, bread, bread. It's kind of a memorization game too. Like I said before, it's almost like a hidden object game or a spot the difference type of game, because you're testing your memory to see if you remember not only the page it goes on, but what section of that page, so you can quickly put it where it needs to be. But there's no like timer or anything. I'm not stressing about where it needs to be. It's just fun. It's engaging. This is a cute game. That is the right one, yeah? Yeah, okay. I'm just checking. Bread, bread, meat. Oh, that's cool. You can combine them on the thing. Alright. That works. You put this in the wrong spot? Okay. So technically you could just offload these things and then swap them around. Oh. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so technically if I wanted to, what I could do is like not even worry about what's being put where, and instead just get the conveyor to be all stocked up together. So like, okay, I know the meat doesn't go here, but I could just take the meat off until, you know, I've got like the next section. I can kind of hold it all on one page like this, put it all in the wrong spot, and then when I get done, once I see more meat or something, I can just combine it with that. I can keep them all together on one rack, you know what I mean? Nope, the sugar is a single. Okay, good to know. Like here, we can put these together, put those together, those together. Okay, we'll swap that out. Do these stack? No, they're singulars as well. Alright, well, we know that'll go there. We got wheats and breads, old meats up there. And sugar needs to go there. So, sort of my bread section here. Kind of combine them up. That way all the breads get put in the same section. Yeah. So basically, if you wanted to start by just organizing everything off of the belt and then getting it combined and then put it back on the belt so it's easier to just grab several chunks of things. If you want to be more efficient about it, you know, or you can just casually put things on and not worry about any of that. Just have fun. Fun is allowed. In fact, fun is required. Start having fun. The beatings will continue until morale improves. Oh man. I like how I can take like such a cute little game like this and turn it into a nightmare. Because I have to riff, because there's really not much else to this, because it's such a chill little game that this is just what you do, man. You just hang out with the stuff. Just get all the stuff together, you know? Bread, bread, come chicken. Flour. Wasn't flour on that rack? Okay, sugar needs to go there. No, sugar's there. Flour's there. Okay, I got it all backwards and messed up. These need to come with me to the meat department anyway. Okay, meat. Turkey. Breast. Meatball. There we go. You can put all those together. Again, meats. More meats. Okay, I think meats are finished. Wait, hold on. Messed that up. That goes there. Okay. Yeah, those are finished. So now it's down to the bread. Yep, 3 to go. Where are you? Up there. Oh, that is satisfying to just finish it. Like, the actual action of just putting things together is very simple, but the art style is clean, and welcoming. There's no timer, there's no score. You just enjoy. You just enjoy the nice little shop organization. That's fun. So organize my shop. I could see myself having a little fun with that one. You just organize and shop stuff. Ooh, it gets real complex though. Look at that. You get a lot of stuff stackable. A couple of different departments and things. That's interesting. Okay, this is made by Owl's Howls. So self-published. Got all these like kind of cozy packing, organizing type things that they do. Ooh, excuse me. Question then is, should we bother with Pack My Order? I think Pack My Order is slightly different, yes? Than Organize My Shop. It's the same creator. Ooh, excuse me. But this one's a little different because it's more of a puzzle thing with this is you have to fulfill online orders. So I think we'll take a look at that real quick. We won't spend as much time as we did on the other one. I figured with that one we just had to organize 3 shelves. It wasn't anything chaotic. All right. Ooh, how are we doing? About 2 hours in. Not so bad. Okay. Oh. This one's a little less up than the other one. Oh, is it turned all the way down by default? Ah! Praise the gaming gods. It's actually turned down by default. Okay, it's still not good enough, though. I'm going to have to manual this one as well. That should be fine. Alright, new game. Yes, new game. Okay, need to restock on breakfast essentials and grab a little something sweet for a treat. Also add 2 whole milk. Okay. Whole milk, 1 liter. Bananas, wheat croutons with dill. Okay. Bacon, wheat crouton. Beef and pork dumpling. Okay. So we're in the meat department right now. So they want breakfast essentials and grab a little something sweet for a treat. Okay. They need beef and pork dumpling. They got beef patty, they got beef mince. Let's start with dairy. Start with the milk. They need, they said 2 liters of whole milk. Well, 2 times whole milk, 1 liter. So they need 2 things of this. There you go. Then the cart here will tell me what's in the cart. Gotcha. Okay. They need bananas, which is produce? Or would it be like fruits or something? No, just produce. Let's see. Banana. Nope. Wheat crouton with dill. So, pantry staples are more ingredients like jams and sugars and things, looks like. Boil in bag rice. Now, how the fuck is that essential? You lazy bitch, get a rice cooker. Snacks. Okay, beef pork dumpling. That sounds like frozen to me. Chicken dumpling. Chicken dumpling. Beef pork dumpling. Okay. Bacon wheat crouton. Bacon wheat crouton. Bacon wheat crouton. Croutons from the bakery, because croutons are stale bread. Yeah, we have wheat croutons with... That's wheat croutons with dill. I don't know if that's a different one, or... I mean, we got wheat croutons. I'm not seeing bacon wheat croutons. Or do they mean bacon and wheat croutons? Good question. Okay, so we got bananas, we got wheat croutons with dill. Are spices going to be a thing in here or what? We got pantry staples. Like lentils and rice and whatnot. Okay. Snacks. Oh, there's bacon wheat croutons. Okay. I didn't know you could make a bacon wheat crouton. I've never seen that in a grocery store, but sure. Why not? Alright. So what do we got in the cart right now? We got the milk. We got the bananas. We got... Oh, I wish I could move it down the list. Okay. We got the wheat croutons. We got the bacon wheat croutons. We got the beef and pork dumpling. Okay, so we should have everything, but I'm going to double check the croutons. Just make sure there's... Ah, see? This is wheat crouton with dill. That's just regular wheat croutons. We don't want those. We want wheat crouton with dill, which is a snack, not just a crouton. Okay. Check it. Nice. So you have like a budget, and there might be like things later in the game that are, you know, trying to like that give you like buy one get one deals, or 50 or like this one's like 80% off, so you can save there, and sort of a bit of a puzzle as well, where the customer wants certain things but they have a certain budget, so you can't go over budget. But maybe you're trying to maximize how much of a thing they can get for what they want, you know, or maybe you gotta like substitute certain things. Again, a nice little chill game from Owl's Howls. So if you're looking for cute games with a nice little art style, they are the person to see. All right, we are moving right along. We started with what, like 40 today, I want to say. So if we do like 2 or 3 more, that'll be fine. Which we could definitely do over the next hour or half hour, or something like that. Something in there. Ooh, I am tired though. Ooh. Get there eventually. We do have like 32 left. We could just do like 16 tomorrow and 16 the next day, but I kind of want to do some extra today so we can spend more time on like Sprawl Zero or some of these other ones that might be more intricate, you know, to give them a little more breathing room. Let's see. So Phase Zero, I don't want to do that right now. That sounds meh. But I also don't want to break the whole like, you know, thing. Tell you what, we'll take a minute. We're gonna organize for top demos. So we're gonna go ahead and move. We're gonna add that to top demos. And let's see, Pixel Orbit. That's a simple one. Plebania. I'm gonna put the we'll save the top demos for that. I think in the future, because I have the category of top demos, I have that collection in my Steam library. So I think I'll use that for things that might take a little longer to get a handle of, and you might want to sit on, and that could be like for just seeing like, okay, for however many days of the next fest, we'll try to run through a couple of these simpler demos, and then in like the last stream of the next fest or the last 2 streams, whatever, depending on how many top demos I have, ooh, excuse me, it's sort of like the all-star list that we spend a little more time on, try to make it a little more even, excuse me, again. Ooh. So this one's got Prismania, that's a puzzle game. Project Pit, that's a simple one. Puppeteer. I think I'm going to go ahead and remove these, since they're both in top demos now. I'll remove them from the regular demos. There you go. That way we don't get confused. Prismania, Project Pit, Puppeteer. Yeah, well, I'm debating putting Puppeteer in the top demo. Retro Space, this one I want to put in top demo, because this one looks cool. And I might want to put a little extra time on that one. Tell you what, we're going to put them in top demo, and then we'll go to the top demo collection, and we'll just remove all those at once to... Because it would be easier to go through that instead of trying to, like, right-click on each individual one or try to multi-click them here. It's, you know... Ring Ash. Don't know. That one's just sort of an action one. Incremental. Salt and Soul. That one could be a top demo. That could be interesting. Sea Colony, Security 51. That looks like a top demo. That's another like Papers, Please type of thing. You're like guarding Area 51. Seemingly. I don't know. We'll have to see what the full game's like. Shot Hop. Slot or Die. What was Shot Hop again? That's that movement shooter, right? Yeah. This one, I don't think we use a top demo, because clearly you're just like parkour, bounce around, shooting shit. You kind of get the vibe of that in the first 30 seconds of gameplay. That's why games like Quake and Doom back in the day were so popular, because they were so easy. You would just jump in and there you go, you got it, you know? And they weren't baby's first game, because the guys who had grown up on like Mario and stuff were kind of phasing out of that, and they were done with the idea of, you know, Nintendo and the cute family-oriented games. They want cooler games because they were older. They were going to go off to college and stuff, and now they're they're too old for baby games, so they wanted Quake and Doom and all the Well, I think Doom comes before Quake. Yes, does it? I think Doom was the predecessor of all sort of first-person shooters in the home setting that was on like a PC. Let's see. What was the first? Actually, no. We'll just say was Doom the first FPS game? It's like, what was the very first one? So yeah, there was like Doom, Wolfenstein 3D, all that. So apparently not. There's some other ones. Probably because it sucked compared to the other two. It's one thing to be, for you to be first. It's another for you to be one that's good. That's a question. Why does nobody remember one of the first-person shooters? That is a good question. I mean, again, if your game sucks, but it's the first thing, then that's why people don't remember, like, Asteroids, right? As the first video game until it became Asteroids. Like, the initial idea of it's so simple that it kind of sucks compared to what we get later. With things like Missile Command and, Space Invaders and that kind of thing. I think Space Invaders was big because the idea of Space Invaders is it was one of the earliest ones for handheld gaming. You could actually play it on a little gamepad you could take anywhere. It's cool. So yeah, what came? So I think Doom came first. So like the original Doom came out in what, 93? Looks like, was it 93? Yeah. So the original Doom is 93. Quake comes out. So the Quake games in order. Yeah, so Quake comes out 3 years later. So basically, they took Doom and said, "Hey, what if Doom, but also super fast?" Because Doom is kind of a little slow and lumbering. It's similar to Wolfenstein, but then Quake comes along and says, "Hey, what if you took off the weights and you kind of went zoomy shooty?" And it's interesting. They tried to evolve the genre with that one. So yeah, Doom definitely came first then. Just fascinating. Also, I never realized in the Quake 3 art here, this guy with the helmet, it looks oddly similar to one of the helmet guys from Farscape. Yeah, the Tavlek Gauntlet episode. Like these guys, they have the big metal heads. I don't think they all dress like that. They all had these helmets, but I think their leader in particular was just a guy that wore that particular battle helm. I don't know why he did that. It's like grafted to his head essentially. Probably so he can't be assassinated, so somebody can't just blow his head off because it might be bulletproof. Let's see. What was I think he was actually played by Neelix from Voyager. So Neelix was played by Ethan Phillips. Oh, nope. I'm just trying to get to his IMDb. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Ethan Phillips. I want to say he was also in. Yeah, so the Tavlex. Who was he played by? The leader of the Tavlex. Bakesh, that's who it was. Okay, Bakesh, Farscape actor, played by John Adam. Oh, really? Huh? Or no? Was he? No, but got the one with the helmet, not. Is it? Is that Bakesh? Played by John Adam, first encountered the crew of Moya after Rigel contacted him for the purpose of respawning the ship. What? Yeah, no, okay, so it is John Adam. So this was Bakesh? Really? Huh. Okay. Anyway, I don't know where I'm getting Neelix from. I swear Ethan Phillips was in Farscape, though. As some character. I don't know. Moving on. So Slaughter die. Yeah. They like attack by stopping the slots, so that one we could figure out in like 30 seconds. This one, same thing. Soft boiled, same thing. Soul 1, that one might need a little more time, so we'll throw that in the top demos. During the top demo. The Sorting Bureau, that one you kind of figure out quickly. Sovereign's End. Sovereign's End. Do we want to put that in top demos? No, not really. Okay, Sprawl Zero, definitely. I want to do top demo for that, because I want to play around with that one as much as I can. That's a fun one. Trash Can, Trashy Cashy. Venterville could be a top demo. That seems like it'd be a good idea for top demo. Washington Prime. Speaking of boomer shooters, by the way, this is like old school spy shooter type thing. It's like very retro, and it's even got like FMV, so they got like actual full on actors in the cutscenes and stuff. But it's very cool. Ooh, it's got leaning. I didn't even see that initially in the trailer. So the whole concept is that you're like a special agent. It's very schlocky. The lore here is like very schlocky. It's like you're a special agent. You're in Washington. You're going like door to door, like different buildings, clearing them out, looking for who done it type of thing. That's fucking love that. The Collectosaur. So this seems to obviously be some kind of rip on the angry video game nerd, right? That kind of a thing. Or like that kind of a, the guys that love vintage stuff. It's just cool. I like that FMVs are finding their way back into games and being used properly. And like they're sort of parodying it and mocking it, but it's pretty fun. Like that I think is one of the biggest selling points for something like Command and Conquer, where in the Command and Conquer series they actually had real actors come in and put on like costumes and be the characters for the cutscenes, because they knew they couldn't get people with the 3D to look that good for the cutscenes, so they would just film actual footage and as if it was war footage or whatever. And you got Tim Curry. I'm going to the only place not corrupted by capitalism. Spice. It's so good that you can literally see him trying not to crack under how ridiculous the line is. He's just so trying to crack. That one I think could be top demo. Now I think about it, I would want to spend some time on that one. White Rooms top demo, I think so, maybe, or I don't know. I don't know how quickly we'll find, because this is kind of like Stanley Parable. It sort of builds with different puzzles and stuff. So I don't know, maybe. Wine Maker Simulator, Zombie Ship. Yeah, okay. So what are we looking at for top demos now? Top demos, we got 9 of them. I think that's good. I want it to be 10, though. Well, let's see. What's today? Today was Friday, Saturday? Okay, so when I wake up, it's going to be Saturday. So we got Saturday, Sunday. Technically, we got Monday, too, because if I wake up in the morning, we can do that. Before, like, it's like, 1 o'clock? It's like 10 a.m. Pacific time, I want to say, on the next West. Yeah, so it's 10 a.m. Pacific. We're 3 hours ahead in the East Zone. So in the Eastern Zone, it's not till like, it's not till like 2 in the afternoon that would kick off. 1 or 2 in the afternoon, something like that. Or are we 4 hours ahead? I don't know. Like I said, it's like at least 3 hours ahead. So it would be enough time if I woke up and was streaming at 10 a.m. But you gotta pay me some money to get me out of bed that early. I'm like, I don't like mornings that much. Plus, I like streaming in the afternoons more. This is nice just streaming in the evenings. Because I know after this, it's just like, all right, check my email, go to bed. That kind of just power down for the night. Whereas when you do it during the day, then you're trying to fit other things around it, and it's just like, yeah, I feel pressured on the time for it. Oh, okay. I probably should just call it here. How many demos did we get through, though? We got through about, I don't know if we got through 10, or they just moved some of these out. So, well, I haven't removed them from it yet. So let's see. Take all these, remove from demos, leave them in top demos instead. Okay, so we had it at 40. We've removed 9. And yeah. Maybe we could do... Alright, tell you what. I think we'll speed run a couple of these. We'll speed run like, 3 more? I don't know. If we do like 3 more, then that'll get us to 20. tomorrow we can go through 20 pretty easily through like 3 hours. I could probably get through about 20 of them, maybe. I don't know. But we'll chip this down to about just 20 in here, and then we can do top demos and give them some proper time on Sunday. But then Saturday we'll just get through like the last bit I have here, and I won't look. I'll look at more demos, and I'll probably wishlist some stuff, but I don't want to like add it to the list because we won't really have time to get to it properly. So yeah, we got Pixel Orbit, we got Potato Simulator, and Prismania. Maybe we'll get to Project Pit even, you know, because some of these are pretty simple. Yeah, we'll just go with Pixel Orbit. That's fine. Why is that? Oh, is that getting a swirly? Okay, I don't know. I think it was just refreshing the page. Got a little confused. But he got the spirit. All right. Yeah. So Pixel Orbit. This one's kind of like Space Invaders or Missile Command. You know, pick your poison. Pick your planetary defense. Ooh. I actually really like that episode of Futurama where they're doing sort of the what if stories, and the thing is like Fry is protecting the planet from the Omicronians, and they're attacking like Space Invaders. Yeah, which is a neat idea. You gotta wonder if that particular episode spawned the concept for my brain stopped, for Pixels, the Adam Sandler movie, which by the way, absolutely hilarious movie. I actually like that movie a lot. Ooh, it's a little loud. Okay. Let's see. Menu options, muster. Ooh. Yeah, I'm tired. I do want to get to bed, but I want to get through a couple more of these, maybe. Oh, where's it going? Come back. It's like disappearing into the ether. Just a little higher. There we go. Okay, cool. So this seems to be our tech tree. That's why we can move around. It's going to get bigger. We can add new stuff. So it's kind of like a roguelike. You try to do it through waves and, you know, get better. So we don't have any money, so we'll just start it. Yeah, so as you can see, very much like Missile Command. And for the kids that don't know Missile Command, I will bring it up in a minute, but... So it is interesting, because in Missile Command, it was just mostly reaction time. Yikes. Got blown up. But then, the layer being added here is the idea of the metagame in the shop, which is kind of cool. So Missile Command for the uninitiated. I know a lot of these retro games because I actually had, I purchased an Atari, like a classic Atari secondhand, and it had like 50 games in it, and some of that, like most of them were just offhand crap, but then you had some of the classics like Pitfall and Missile Command and all kinds of stuff. No, the game, dumbass, the game, not the, yeah. So this is probably the one, if you guys have seen it, you've probably seen this particular look to it. It's, different games have different looks to them, depending on if they were like arcade version or home version or the remade versions that end up as Flash games. It just depends. Like Galaga, for instance, there's a difference between the Galaga look when it's arcade style or Galaga online, and like there's different versions. Mainly because there was difference between the arcade and the home version, because the hardware was different. So they would have to like compress it more, so they would use different colors that stored better information. They could double up on certain colors and things. So yeah, it's interesting in that way. But Galaga, absolute peak. I think when it comes to arcade games, I think Galaga is probably one of the best ones of all time. Like it's, I would definitely put it in top 3, and I would dare to say it's probably the greatest arcade game ever made, excluding the like late 80s and then into the mid 90s arcade games, right before like the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 1 really takes off, before the Xbox shows up in 2001 and really just hammers home that like, yeah, welcome to the future, boys. We're like full 3D, like proper cutscenes and voice acting and stuff. And it even now we look at it, it's like antiquated because that's 25 years ago. So yeah, it's kind of antiquated to us. But it's still, like, it's still Halo. And Halo is, like, the thing. It's, I mean, what was the first home first 3D game. So like there was technically Wolfenstein 3D was a 3D game, but when I say that I mean like 3D console game. So what was the first like 3D model game? And it depends on who you ask, how academic you want to get with that response, but basically like there's like the PS1 is seen as the PlayStation 1 and the Dreamcast are sort of that start of the 3D era, and saying, okay, you know, basically PlayStation comes out swinging and says, hey, Nintendo, Mario's cute, right? But check this shit out. And, you know, then, of course, like, everybody wants their own version. So PlayStation comes out with the PlayStation. They're the ones that innovate with that idea of the sticks. So there was, like, the original PlayStation controller that did not have the sticks on them. And then they came up with a newer controller design in the 2000s that had the sticks on them. And then they had the PlayStation 2 come out, which then becomes like this pinnacle of thing. And so the PlayStation 2 is fighting with the Xbox. The Xbox 360 is fighting with the PS3 for all that market share. Nintendo is, of course, quietly sitting in the corner enjoying the GameCube and having all of their Asian market on lock, not really caring much what happens in the West. They're trying to break into that market, but they had so many setbacks with like the Virtual Boy and all that crap that they were kind of hesitant to get into the West. And it wasn't really until like the Wii that people started noticing Nintendo again. They had games and stuff, and people were into them, but it just depended what kind of household you were, because all these things had different things. You could not play Halo on your PlayStation. You could not play. Let's see, what was the big one for PlayStation at the time? That's a good question. What were some of the PlayStation exclusives? So what were some of the exclusives for PlayStation 2? So they had different ones. I don't recall exactly. I think it was 3 that the console wars really got heated, and that's when each one kind of was saying, okay, yeah, you can play whatever games for whatever console, but check this out, these are first-party games, and they were trying to draw that market share. So you had, here's a tier list. We should probably go through a tier list of classic games sometime. That'd be kind of fun. Same way I did with, like, Call of Duty, you know, rank and everything. I'd rank, like, every kind of game based on, like, the gameplay and the aura and all that. But yeah, no, I mean, you had, like, Ratchet and Clank, Warhawk. I forgot that's a PlayStation exclusive as well. Haze, I think, needs to be redone. Haze and Killzone could use some modern versions. Resistance with the aliens, that'd be tight as hell with modern multiplayer. That'd be pretty good. Also, Gears of War E-Day is getting some interesting stuff where it's like different. There's like a new cover system and a new jumping, mantling system and whatnot. That's what I'm hearing at least. Anyway, but that's the idea of Missile Command. Is like, as you can see, it's very much similar. Like the one station you're trying to defend. But in Missile Command, like I said, it was all based on reaction. So you had to just be quick with, like, shoot, and you actually had to intercept them. It wasn't just clicking and hit scan to the target. You were shooting an interceptor to take out the missiles, right? And you had to see where the arc, in what lines they were going, so you had to time what shot is going where to take them out the most effectively. The main turret fires automatically. Spawner different for the shoots laser off. Ooh. Auto fire. So now we don't have to hold it. Now we just have to aim. Okay, I want to get this one because I feel like this one's full of gold. Like, I'm only going to get like one. I want to get that one because it's going to have more money in it. Laser turret. Cool. I want to get a couple upgrades here. Like I said, we're going through about 3 of these more for tonight. So I want to yap a little about old games and... Oh yeah, now I'm making some money. I like the impact noise, that dunk, dunk, dunk. Also the neon look, the neon pixel look of everything is really cool. Main turret damage increase, fire rate of laser. Ooh, if we change for that, we can maybe get more. Ooh, a defensive barrier too. Ah, there's so many options. So much room for activities. Sweet, now I can one-shot him. trying not to kill steal my laser because I want it to do some work, but now I'm more damaging than the laser, so. There we go. Now we got some money going. What do we got? Fire rate, turret damage. Where's turret fire rate? Oh, we can do that twice. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But see, this is that kind of innovation and evolution of, you know, this is not an original idea. This is clearly Missile Command mixed with incremental gameplay, like in something like Vampire Survivors, where you have permanent upgrades, but each run is a little different, right? It's incremental, but it's incremental gameplay meets Missile Command, which at the time there was no such thing as incremental gameplay when Missile Command was a thing. So, you know, it's just fascinating. I would love to hear from some of the arcade guys. There's actually a really good, I think we're good. I think we get the idea here, but that's a really fun one if you want to just mess around and, you know, enjoy a nice little shooter, because you can see it gets pretty complex with different enemies, new waves that you get to, and new turrets and things to play with. The tech tree gets pretty big. Yeah, Yax works. They also had Card Conquest as well, which, why is there a demo from 2025? Is that one done yet, or? That's weird. Yeah, so they seem to be into the roguelike space. Seem to be their idea of like strategizing. Cool. What is that? That's new. Is this demo relevant to you? This demo doesn't look like other things you played in the past as such we don't have much information on whether or not you might be interested. Really? You found something that doesn't look like other things you used in the past. Steam will learn about your preferences from the games you play, movies you watch, and software you use on Steam. We'll use this activity to tailor your recommendations to your date. So Steam's trying its own like algorithm to make sure you're having the best experience on Steam, so that you're not just randomly being recommended, like, you know, I don't know, like Kissy Adventure 3, some visual novel isekai story that like they don't want to recommend that randomly to like a guy that does nothing but play Call of Duty. It's like, I don't think he's gonna be into that. If you like this item and go on to purchase and play it, we'll take that into account when making future recommendations. Not interested in things like this, you can also configure your store preferences to tell Steam about tags or types of products that you aren't interested in. Right, so they always have that kind of ignore feature, but it seems like they're ramping that up and making more of an algorithmic thing out of it, so that Steam can recommend you the correct type of games and not waste time showing you games that you end up just ignoring. I hate that when I go into like the discovery queue, and then 8 out of the 10 games I have no interest in, and like half of those that I'm not interested in, so like 3 or 4 of those are like sports games or something that I am never going to play and have no interest in that genre, and I have to just hit ignore, and I'm like, don't show me that in the future. Leave it out. I don't care how impressive it is. I don't care who's playing it, you know. All right. That's a fun one. But no, there's a really interesting documentary about Mortal Kombat that I watched some months ago, and it was an interesting, what was it called? It was it just called the Mortal Kombat documentary, or like it was about the studio itself. It was just something I found on Tubi. Insert coin. I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so insert coin documentary. So if you're looking for it, you'll see that you'll probably see this image of the shattered things. It's not just about like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's like the biggest thing that came out of the studio for these guys. That was like when that became a thing. But these guys were big innovators. They were behind Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam, you know, other stuff that was like really intense passion for building kind of these games and doing it in a short amount of time, but making it really, really cool. And, you know, it's a cool one if you want to look into how the arcade games were kind of becoming more of a hit thing rather than just the classics like, you know, Galaga and Missile Command and the usual stuff you see, Pac-Man, right? How do you jump from that to, like, you go from that to Halo? What's in between? How did you capture that newer audience that wanted more hardcore stuff, like Mortal Kombat, where, you know, you're like, there you go. Make it bloody, make it violent, make it cool. All right, what are we at? Let's see, Potato Simulato. Little potato platformer me thinks. So I'll give her that. And then I think we could run through about 20 of these tomorrow. And then we'll be kind of just having a chill day on Sunday. That could be fun on Sunday. We'll just take some time with like 9 of them, you know, so it'll be a little under our average, but that'll give us a little more time to peek in and see, why the fuck am I doing this? Mute that. There we go. Settings, quality, very low. Potato graphics for the potato game. They should. I don't know why they didn't call that potato mode. That would have been too perfect. All right. Anti-aliasing should be fine. Audio down. Audio here. Oh, it's actually pretty well balanced for the audio. Fucking tuba music. Okay, yeah, the tuba music's kind of good. Oh, that's tied to master. Oh, that's wonderful. Or not. It's tied to nothing. What the fuck? Okay. That's not good. It's going to be spiking the audio every time I click on something. Okay. Display. Ow. God damn it. It's not like super loud, but it's just an annoying thing. Oh, there's co-op. How do you co-op a potato platformer? Okay. Available on the full version. Only upper mode. What? New modes, 100 skins, new maps, the Arctic Space Kitchen, new obstacles, new troll moments, potato dance animations. We got potato emotes. That's what gaming has become. Okay, oh my god, even the fucking screen is rage baiting me. I hate it. Okay, so we got like one map to check out real quick. Boom. Ugh. Tired. Ooh. Okay, it got louder. Turn that down a bit. Okay. Potato. Hold space for jump. Gotcha. Do not trust anything. I like how the potato just kind of rolls and flops. Ow, fuck. It's so violent. Bro got home fried. Okay, try and... Ow, fuck. I didn't jump right. Oh, I know, I don't have infinite lives here. I gotta, like... Ah, I'm fucking whipping it. I'm losing potatoes here. Motherfuck! Alright, it's one of these. Ah! Fuck you. Oh, the cactus is fucking me! No, no! I knew the cactus had to be up to something. Okay, what happens if I just die? Do I lose all my lives? I have to start completely over? Yeah, okay. Great, wonderful. So this is sort of a memory game. You gotta remember what's fucking with you. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Not gonna bother trying to get that. Oh, this is too empty. It's too empty. Oh, checkpoint, thank God. The checkpoint's gonna kill me, isn't it? Oh, no, it is just a checkpoint. Okay. At least the dev is not a total troll. Something here is gonna move. Son of a... Okay. Alright, sure. 1, 2, big jump. He almost got me. Jump into wish list. Wait, what? Alright. This can't be what that is, but I want to see. What? What? I actually programmed that. Wait. Yeah. Alright, for that alone, I mean, yeah, I was definitely going to wish list it anyway, but That's funny as shit. I love it. What the fuck is happening here? What? What? Fucking what? Oh shit, I need that one. Actually, I don't think I need that one. I think he's fucking with me. Okay. I'm gonna skip that one, because I feel like he's trying to mess with me. Not that I'm paranoid now. That's fucking with my head. The music just got all ragtimey. Doo-doo. Do-do-do. Ow. Why did I think that? Why? Why did I think that was gonna be okay? God damn it. Okay, hold on. Big jump here. Okay, got it. Alright, at least these stay. That's considerate, I suppose. I'm just gonna skip that because I know I'm safe to... Checkpoint. Okay, there we go. That's a real checkpoint. Little light. What is... Oh no, it's just an arrow telling you where to go. Okay. What the fuck? No thanks. How are you supposed to get in there? Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm an idiot. From here, my ass. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, third time's the charm. Jump to the third one. Fuck you, I'm not doing it. No, he's messing with me. There's no way. Alright. What if I walk into the fan? Oh, then it just throws me up. Okay. Spikes on this side. What if I sneaky it? Didn't think of this one, did you? That's not fair. Fucking cheat. You cheating motherfucker. Oh, look at that. Look at the absolute troll of this. The spikes are all lined up except that one. It's in the exact spot to throw you up into it. Try to be sneaky about it. If even one bit goes near that fan, it triggers. God, that's a lot of knives. Shit. I'm just trying to cheese it now. Alright. How do you fucking... Okay. I just don't want it to go too high. Oh, the wiggling. Okay. Alright. Yep. This is gonna be a problem. Don't. No! You tried. You failed. Woo! I'm scared now. Also, I don't know how I just did that, but I got him to breakdance. He started spinning. That's a button that's gonna launch the glove back at me, isn't it? Something's gonna happen with this. Haha! See, there were knives on it, but I was on a piece of glass. Stupid. Think you can mess with me? I am smarter than the average bear. What the hell's going on in here? That looks like it's gonna mess with me. Something's gonna jump out. Fucking motherfucker. Ah, I gotta do this one again. Shit. Okay. Alright, but we get it. It's I am bread. It's getting over it. It's rage bait. I'm not gonna say I'm here for it, because damn it, but it's a fun one. That's a fun one. I don't know what else this guy made. Sif Dev. How is there gonna be a co-op mode? I guess it's just you guys play together. You gotta it's like Portal co-op, where you just both try to get through. What happens if the co-op guy dies? Does he also waste potato lives, or do you both have to die for it to get wasted? I'm curious. I don't know. God, the levels looks like they get really complex and trolly. I like it. Alright. What else has he done? He's done Toll Booth Simulator. Also doing that one. Did that one back in April. Toll Booth Simulator, huh? I'm just double checking to make sure there's no like AI or anything. That's it for him. He's running a toll booth, I guess. You tried to escape prison but got caught. Instead of prison, they gave you a debt. Manage a toll booth. Okay. What does managing a toll booth have to do with farming? Check passport, take payments, decide who passes, grow fruit, mix cocktails, sell drinks, and dodge the cops. What? The only way to earn freedom is by paying off debt. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, sure. Sure thing, bud. Right. It's a silly ass game. I like it. Yeah, it looks like this person, this developer, they seem to specialize in goofy games. I like it. I like it. All right. That was Potato Simulato. So Prismania, yeah, we'll do Prismania and then maybe Project Pit, and then I'll call it a night. Because Prismania is a neat little puzzle minigame-a-thon that I do want to check out. Feels very Talos Principle, you know, that kind of game. And I do like me some puzzle games in minimalist yet abstract surroundings. Yeah, fine word. Come on. Oh, my neck. Right? It's right in the back of the header. It's like, ugh, you know. Yeah, fine. Make my bed, take me a little nap. And tomorrow afternoon, we will get back to it. Or tomorrow evening, I guess, would be the most appropriate way to phrase that. Test version currently in development. What is shown is subject to change. Does not represent flame. Blah, 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 blah. We know how the demo works. Or it doesn't work, as seems to be the case here. Nope. Okay, there we go. I know it's a work in progress, but could you progress some work on the optimization there, bud? Did I? No. What the fuck just happened? Why am I hearing this through my speaker? What the fuck? Okay, there we go. For some reason, it was not using my default headset. Holy shit, your UI is terrible. There we go. I'm gonna leave that on like a half because the UI is kind of loud. Oh, Jesus. Alright, you know what? I'm not doing this. Fuck it up. Overload my shit, you stupid son of a bitch. Alright, fuck your shit then. Yep, you want to overload my shit. You think you're funny. Ah, good. I think this has just ruined the stream now. God damn it. Yeah, get this fucking... Get your garbage prototyped ass off my screen and go fuck yourself. Alright. Right. There we go. Get rid of that. And now my toolbars are fucked up. Let's see, they're gonna reload. Oh my god. It's completely whiffing everything now. God damn it. It's... My audio source switched. Everything there. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Stop, you asshole. Just stop the fucking game. Like, what is it with this new generation of... Like, I don't know. No, I'm not. We're not finishing setting up nothing. Go away. Shoot. Fuck off. Windows. I don't want to see you right now. Alright, I'm annoyed. That was an ordeal. Jesus Christ. Fucking stupid shit. The fuck was that? Fucking like second monitor going off, all this bullshit. Yeah, this fucking crap. I mean, Jesus Christ, what's your recommendations here? I mean, i3 or i5, I have that. I just couldn't. Your shit is not set up right. Very fucked. Very scuffed. Tenebris Studio. Your computer might be at risk. Oh, the irony. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just ignore this. And is there a way for me to just... I can't really ignore all his shit because he's not a proper publisher page. But yeah, please kindly go fuck yourself. I'm going to uninstall that. And I'm also going to go find it now. Okay, I guess maybe if I removed it, it just acts the demo and just removes it anyway. Yeah, sure, why not? Right. Okay. Yeah, I just fuck that guy. Or optimize your shit. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. It's like, again, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. If your demo is not ready for next fest, do not post it to the next fest. Do not include it in the next fest. Just optimize your shit, make it work, man. God, all right. Well, I do want to end on a high note. I don't want to end with that bullshit. Fucking annoyances. The annoyances of the world. Moving on. Moving on and along. Hopefully this one's a little better. Well, excuse me. My brain's dusty still. It's sneezing. We got the pit. We got Project Pit. So you're taking rubber ducks and throwing them into a pit. That seems to be the idea. Again, we're getting encoding bullshit. I don't know what's happening. God. Ugh. Again. What is happening right now? Jesus Christ! Again. What the fuck are the visuals here that you decided to mess that up so much? Graphics? Yeah, let's throw that to low. Fucking hell. I'm starting to think it might be a Windows thing. I don't know. Windows just being an utter chode as usual. Okay, did it? Figure out my shit. Oh my god. Absolutely annoying. Absolutely insane. Don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Moving along. So I got visuals. Think that should be fine. Right? FOV. Yeah, 70 should be good. Retro effect. I guess that makes it look all pixely or not. I don't really care for the retro effect too much. Okay. So, I think the game seems to be a little self-explanatory from the background there. You are throwing things into a hole. Or rather, a pit. You know. So you just want to throw things in the hole. And have a good time. Assuming it does not have a shit fit with the frame rate here. On a very simplistic looking game. I don't know, I don't get it. Optimization is just one of those things that I guess is not being prioritized anymore in video games, and it's annoying because some people do, and then their games run fine, and then it's like, I mean, Jesus, y'all saw we streamed Arkham Knight, and it held at least like 55 frames per second in even when the frames dipped a bit. It was usually somewhere between 55 and 60, you know? And that's a big super mega AAA game from like 2015 that was notoriously not ported well to PC. And even then, it was still alright when we played it. except for I think I crashed out on the like Mr. Freeze storyline. There was like a DLC or whatever that we did with that, and it was being an absolute like I think it killed. I think it like just killed my computer and turned it off. And it was like, all right, well, fuck that then. Fuck you. Eat shit and die. I don't know. Or was that Arkham City? Was that Arkham Knight or Arkham City? I think no. I think it was Arkham Origins. It had like the Mister Freeze side plot, and I think I'd done the main plot, and I was going on to the side plot, and I was like, all right, you know what, fuck it, fuck you then. Speaking of fuck you, I'm about to just turn this off because it's not loading at all. It's ah annoyance, annoyance. What's happening? All right, I ain't got time for your bullshit. Did the game crash? I think the game might have crashed. Whatever. Yep, it crashed. Okay. Oh my god, dude. No, we're going out on a bad note. Unfortunate. Okay. So as you can see, here's some of the gameplay. This is the idea: is you get all the stuff together and then feed it to the giant hole. The ducks must flow type of shit. So it does look interesting. It does look like a fun game. It just needs to tighten up the screws. Maybe. Well, damn. I guess we are on a pretty poor note. Unfortunate. The potato simulator, that was pretty fun though. So tomorrow we got all these. We could do real quick. Nah, I wanna wrap it up here. Been about a 3-hour stream, so yep, got. So tomorrow we're looking at doing all these here, and then we got Phaser in them. So what are we doing tomorrow? We're doing Puppeteer, which is like a boss rush type of thing, very Cuphead-esque. Rain Down, little side scroller tower defense thing, and I don't know how to explain that one. Ring Ash got a top down, well, not really top down third person camera action hack and slash beat 'em up type thing. Rogue Slime, little roguelike slime, exploration thing where you get to play as a little slime guy, just cute. Roid Grinder, which is kind of like asteroids, but you're mining, incremental type thing. Sea Colony, little cute colony game on the ocean. Shadow Farms, still don't know how to describe this one. It's like part farming, part action. Not sure. Shot Hop, we got that movement shooter. Slaughter Dies, the dungeon gambler one. So it's like a dungeon crawler, but you got the slot machine in your left hand. So that's how you attack. Little randomized. Kind of fun. Fun concept. Smashing Bottles, little idler, similar to the piggy bank game that we did. Soft-boiled platformer, similar to like I Am Bread or one of those type of games. Sorting Bureau, a little chill game, little thing where you can just kind of be OCD and put things together. That's nice. Sovereign's End. This one is it's a bullet hell type of thing in space. I think so. Mainly, I'm looking at the art style for this one just because it looks like a cool outer space sci-fi type of shooter thing. So yeah, could be fun. Tiny Farm, Big Money. So up to 2-player co-op, physics-based resource management and production game. So I won't be playing with anybody, but does a goofy, kind of fun little game. Then there's Trash Can Man, little platformer. You got a guy in a trash can. You shooting to move around. Trashy Cashy, kind of a chill sorter game. You're sorting trash and selling it. White Rooms, that's that Stanley Parable type thing. Solving puzzles. Winemaker Simulator, kind of self-explanatory. We're making wine. And then Zombie Ship, which is some ship full of zombies and looks all kind of horrific. So looking forward to that next time. So we got all kinds of things to look forward to. Hopefully, we'll see if some of these mess up like those other ones did. And then Sunday's going to be the big day where we're kind of sending the next fest off on a high note with some stuff we can kind of sink our teeth into, give them a little more than the average time, and just kind of get real into it. Sprawl Zero especially. Sprawl Zero and Washington Prime. I'm probably going to do a fair bit of time on each of those. I don't want to do it now. Not now. Don't open it. Damn double click happening on my mouse. It's annoying. Anywho, that is it for the stream. Thanks, Robert, for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then do the usual. Like, subscribe, check out my streams, and I will see you guys in the next video. Reaper the Rager, signing off.